Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Trey Fan Podcast. I have two of my great friends here. So thrilled to finally have them on the show. I'd like to introduce Jay Rev.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
And my boy, Royal Star.
What's going on, guys?
Both of you guys recently made their switch from DJing, obviously, publicly to DJing on stream on Twitch. I'll leave it in the bio after when we finish this episode. So, I want to thank these guys for taking the time to do this. Originally we had like a whole confusion, actually, because originally it was going to be in person, then it was gonna be over Twitter.
Yeah, it was supposed to be recorded since like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
Everybody's
that was my fault.
Oh, it's all good, and everybody was like, is it gonna come out and stuff? But I'm happy that we're actually doing this in person and stuff. And
for sure.
Big up Rrayzuh. He's doing the man behind the camera and stuff right now. Thank you for that. I'll leave his information as well if you want to book him and stuff. So thank you guys for being here, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having us. That's
for sure.
It was a long time coming, bro. We're trying to run this and I'm so happy because obviously we wanted to do this and we kept trying to do this in person, but the rules kept changing and stuff. But we're just we'll be safe and stuff, and you all are. So thank you guys.
We're good.
Well, let's get right to it. Both you men have 10 plus years in the industry business in DJing and stuff. So you guys just give me a rundown of how you guys started and stuff, and who wants to start? Well, you guys.
there you go.
Yeah.
You're the older man.
All right. So being the older man, let's see. I don't remember the year I started DJing, but it started with a group of friends. Well, actually, I was always dabbled in music, whether it has to be drums or piano or whatever it is. So I started from there. Then I started liking more and more music. And my dad had a bunch of speaker boxes downstairs. He had one of those old Technique 5-disc players, and a pyramid mixing board, and another DVD player.
Oh shit!
And I just hooked the two up and started playing music. Started going to these all from Scarborough. So I used to buy my CDs from the flea market. Then there's the next place called AAA, and then I used to buy my CDs from there and go home and just play a bunch of remix CDs and then just keep on playing.
This is before when you actually had to buy.
Yeah, this is before Serato and all that computer stuff. Yeah, and I got two Sirwin Vegas. They're honestly they were not even 12. They were 15 inches. They were the next level. The boxes were half my size.
Anything Sirwin Vega though.
Yeah, it was huge. It was huge. Honestly, I'd never seen anything like this before. But they were Vegas and stuff, and they were full range speakers, and they were thumping in the basement. And then from there, my love grew. Then I met some guys, DJ AKX. We went to family vacation or something. Yeah. I met those guys, and then he was a DJ at the time, and then from there I met we started DJing. That time Serato just came out, and
nice.
We're from there and just continued and progressed.
Yeah, good shit, bro. Well, you was?
I would say the same. Yeah, mine started from a young age. Being in the house. A West Indian household. I'm pretty sure all of us experienced our parents playing music, on the weekend. So that was it for me. My dad, always on the weekend, and always for some reason on Sunday, he'd wake up and take out his records, and it was always Bob Marley or Calypso busting in the house. So just growing up with dad, and then my brother just having this big 50-disc changer in his room.
A Sony one?
Yeah, just busting. He had a 6 setup in his room, surround sound, everything.
Holy.
So he was just busting music, bashment all the time, and just being home and listening to music and being around music, and just grew my love for it. And I remember asking my dad for turntables one time.
Yeah.
I think I was 14, and he answered me back as what are you gonna do with that? So I left it alone for a bit, and then I think
things are expensive, right?
Right? So then I think I started late. Compared to a lot of people, I started DJing when I was 18. So when I was 18, I got my first set, and then I was playing on virtual DJ first.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Torque converter.
Yeah, and then obviously transferred to Serato, and then just continued from there. So that's where my first love for music definitely started, from my dad and my brother.
Definitely, I would say your upbringing was really vital with your music and taste, and how you decide if you want to actually pursue these careers and stuff, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Especially being Khalid stuff, every weekend it was cleaning, and then like the
music
music
in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, every time waking up, like now that we're home, like music's always playing in the
And
house.
now even more. Right?
Yeah. Like it doesn't matter what time you wake up, like somebody's like music, like speakers playing.
Yeah.
Music.
Like I remember, like when I was a kid, and I would literally wake up to my dad just cranking the volume, and I would wake up and like, whoa, like,
Yeah.
you know?
Like, neighbors
That's
are-
when you wake up. That's when you
That was the
wake
wake
up.
up way, right? Yeah. And you would even take in like like it'll be early stuff, and you'd be kind of like for me, I always used to get like annoyed because my dad would be playing the same, because this is when he used to like he would be mixing and stuff, right? 8 in the morning, right? So I'm lying down and he's just out there and he's making the same mix, like the same section, and I'm like, why do I keep hearing the same thing when I was younger? I'm like, yo, dad, can you like give up? Like,
Play something different, bro. Come
Yeah,
on.
hear the same part, and then I realized now.
Come on, Fresh.
Oh, man.
Shout out to my dad, Fresh, yo.
Yeah, big up Fresh Cut, man.
Yeah, so yeah, I can see that you guys obviously had like influences from growing up and stuff, and your family obviously played a big factor. Do you guys by any chance remember like your first gig? You would say, like that you.
Yeah, actually, I remember it like perfect, like vividly.
Yeah.
I don't know the year. I would actually, yeah, I think it was 2010. 2010, and big up Tricky. Tricky, if you're watching this, big up. Tricky is like responsible for a lot of
Yeah, man, big up Tricky.
a lot of younger DJs in our generation. Like he put them on,
Mhm.
So like he put me on that event. It was called March Madness, and it was at the center.
Holy
She does downtown.
No,
No?
it's somewhere here in Mississauga. So that was my first event in the center, and I remember like leading up to it, like I was practicing like no tomorrow, like it's my
Yeah.
first event. I don't want to show up there and
You want to
play
be
like,
prepared.
yeah,
That's it.
you know.
Yeah,
100%.
So at the time I had a big dirty Toshiba laptop, and
She wrote the shit, man.
Did she laugh?
People have, yo.
back then, yeah. And then my external and whatnot. And when I got to the event now, plugged in or whatever, nothing was working for me.
Oh shit.
And my laptop somehow wasn't working.
Shiba.
So I remember it so vividly. DJ Lexus of Soca 101 was there, and he's like, okay, he opened his laptop, and I just played through his laptop. Like, it's my first event. I have no idea where he has his music. I just know my stuff right now,
Yeah.
So that was my first experience. So
Nice.
big up Tricky on that.
What about you, Jay?
Actually, I do not remember I do remember like the first spot we played at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
So big up to DJ Shy and DJ Z. So we all went to high school,
Okay.
and we all grew up. From there, we formed a sound crew. It's called 360 Entertainment. So it was me, DJ Shy, and Z. So yeah, growing in high school, I think there was a spot somewhere in Scarborough. It was like a rum shop. It was called Rum Jungle. Doesn't get better than
The place is
this.
still around, no?
I have no idea.
No?
I have no idea. I don't think so.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, so we started playing there, and only Z and Shy went because I went like some days.
Yeah.
But like my parents were really strict. I was like 18 at the time or something, 18 or 17 at the time, and like they're like, nah, you can't go. It's too late. You can't. Yeah, past your bedtime, catch you out. Yeah, so I used to hear from them and stuff. But yeah, playing the Rum Jungle. Then from there, first club event would have to be, I think, Lionsgate, which is at Kennedy. Well, it used to be at Kennedy in like Progress area. It's now at Mr. Greek.
Oh wow. Okay.
Right, it used to be back in the day at Fox and the Fiddle, I believe. I don't know if you know about that.
I'm young, bro. So
Yeah, yeah.
I know the area though. But
Baby
like,
bye.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it used to be a Fox and the Fiddle, and then from there I converted to Lionsgate, and then I had probably another name too. But yeah, I think I had to be somewhere there because I was like 18 around that time, 18, 19 around that time.
I was actually gonna ask, like, did you guys have like troubles trying to tell your parents like when you guys were gonna go to thing and stuff? Like,
Oh, I used to lie straight up, lie, bro. Lie, yeah, I'm going with chill with this friend here and be in the club with drink rum.
I don't think I lied. I think I told them I'm gonna start DJing, and
yeah.
I can't really remember how they felt about it, but I was able to go. So
Yeah. Honestly,
here now.
yeah, the DJing stuff, like my parents they're alright, they're okay with it at first because it was like a hobby, whatever it is. But then they started getting like, I'm gonna get more serious in it, and they're seeing it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It generated income, and And like people liked it, like they liked how I played, and like I got bookings for weddings, and people always come up to them and say, "Oh, your son played really well." My mom was like, "Oh, thank you." proud mom moment. So, yeah.
I remember when like I was first starting out. I had my license, but I didn't have a car. And Tricky, like I always buff him up about this.
Big up Tricky again.
Tricky again.
This man, he made me. It's not that he made me. I guess he wanted to see how serious I am or whatever. But like I had to go pick up tickets, but I had to go take the bus to Square One and pick up the tickets. And Tricky man had a car. He could have easily come to my house and drop it. Yeah. But I had to take the bus and pick up all these tickets.
So some of you guys start at the bottom of the barrel. Yeah,
legit.
100%.
You gotta do the street work. Flyer this.
Yeah, flyer like.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good. Oh, that's good, man. It's crazy, man, because like I was thinking about it the other day, and I was like everybody's story. If you ask, like most DJs will tell you, like they always had to start from the ground.
Yeah,
100%. 100%. No one has the easiest step there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was all worked.
And if you like, it's no way to not do the street work.
Yeah.
You have to do the street work. When you do the street work, you have respect for the game and stuff, right? So.
That's the thing. Once you reach that point, you realize, like, you feel, more earned and stuff.
Sure. People don't know, like, standing out in the cold in downtown Toronto, like you have like 20 people handling flyers out, and you're just there in your winter jacket, just next week Saturday, come check me out.
And you can't feel ways if they don't take your flyer, or your CD. You just.
And sometimes you're flying for somebody else. You're flying. It's like minus like 16 outside, minus 20. You're flying at a party for somebody else.
Oh, that's the thing, man. And I was thinking the same thing too. I was like, you guys actually do a lot that goes into these events and stuff. It's not just one thing, just being able to DJ really well. You have to obviously promote the thing. And then, like you said, like waiting outside in that cold, like you're there for like a good couple, 2 hours waiting for the event to thing, and
because you go there. If you're not attending the party, you go there like 2:20, 2:30, because the club's end at 3. Mm-hmm. So you go there and hopefully you get like a good spot.
A good waiting spot.
Yeah, you versus the court soup pan.
It was worse probably when like a fight would break out or like.
Sometimes you get close to the door because sometimes there's heat right there, so you just get close there.
Every time the door opens.
Yeah, every time the door opens, you get some heat. But you go there like 2:30 and just stand up there for like a half an hour or an hour or so.
Do you think like it was like when you guys are like up and coming, like do you have to feel like you guys have to promote more, like in terms of like when it comes to those events and stuff, right? Where you guys feel like you're waiting a lot more before then, or like now it's kind of like around the same amount, if that makes sense?
Like
when you're waiting outside and stuff, do you feel like when you're younger stuff you have to wait a little bit more because obviously you're trying to build your
when you're hungry, when you're younger you're more hungry to do, and you still are hungry at the same time. It doesn't mean we got old now, we get lazy, right? You still gotta put the
work.
Always gotta put the work in regardless of whatever you do.
Like my mindset, I still believe I'm still up and coming, like I don't think anyone's mindset should be like, I made it, and then that's
just be thinking.
We're still not like where we want to be in our career and stuff as DJs and stuff, right? So there's always work to be done and stuff to get done.
Exactly. Like, and you could look at it like, look, you guys have 10 years each in the industry, and you've seen the changes, and you've seen how much you guys have already accomplished in this little time. In a way, there's always going to be more to work on. So I'm actually happy to hear that you guys still plan to keep providing.
That's how you gotta stay true to the game, If you gotta promote yourself, you can't.
The game will humble you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the game will humble you, But,
so, that's good. I guess we can get into like how we all met and stuff. You guys thing.
How I met.
You could take this on Mount One short.
We got a long story, bro.
Long story short, it's like COVID happened and I met this guy on PSN.
I knew of you. I like came to a couple of your parties.
That's it.
I'm sure I met Jay Rev at some sort of party. I mean, we probably played together. Yeah,
and
obviously,
definitely. That's somewhere. It had to be somewhere in the view, probably the view.
View or some sort in the east, like, and connect from there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I can't remember.
I used to see you all the time at the View.
Yeah, because I started to go out when I just turned 19, that's when I started to come out to events and stuff. Yeah, and at that point, I don't think I met like Sanj and everyone. Shout out to Sanj, bro.
Yeah, shout out to Sanj.
And
Sanjay Mike.
Yeah, I just my dad would just always just string me along after, like, cause and I remember meeting you at like probably the View. It had to be in the View because that was the only place I was usually going to. And then I don't remember the event or anything, but then obviously like I became friends with Sanj and stuff, and then we all used to hang out. And
then it turned into a great friendship. We play ball and man.
Call of Duty and stuff, like, you know.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't realize Fresh had a son.
That's everybody's response, eh?
I
Everybody.
think I was at the View, and I think one of the guys that we were with, and like, oh, that's Fresh's son. I was like, Fresh has a son? I did not know that.
Yeah. That's the thing. Everybody.
This is a MAGA kid over there.
Yeah. Bro, that was everyone's like, yo, this was like a little shit over here.
I didn't realize that. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah. So I appreciate what my dad was doing for me too, because throughout that time, like in high school and stuff, I was always just like to myself, my friends in high school, and playing video games, whatever, playing basketball. So I went to maybe a couple all ages at was it Secrets before they closed down, obviously.
I never went to Secrets.
Oh man,
I think I lied. I think I went one time, and I think
Secrets was like
that's what I remember.
In the West End, like Secrets was fun, man. Let's just put it like that.
Yeah.
Secrets was fun.
Even I had fun, bro. And I didn't even talk too much yellow.
I'm not even gonna lie. The best, totally off topic, but the best jerk chicken.
Yeah.
Totally off topic.
We talk about that.
They went to Secrets just for jerk chicken.
Yeah,
right?
yo, bro. No lie. We did that. We like
Right,
if we didn't go to the party.
So Gallon jerk chicken. Anytime you want to go for Gallon, go Secrets.
Yeah,
The Secrets.
That's the secret.
That's a secret.
The best jerk chicken man was there, bro. Like, and he disappeared. I don't know where he is.
He
Can't find him.
Kentucky
Chicken and gone.
Yeah.
I don't know where he is.
Kentucky chicken god, yeah.
You got you stressed out.
But yeah, man. We used to. If we didn't go to the Secrets that night, we'd be like, yo, it's 2 a.m. You down for a jerk chicken? We'd roll out and just go for that.
You're telling the promoter, yeah, don't put me after 2 o'clock.
That's not my stuff. The jerk man come.
The jerk man's coming. I gotta go lash for food at 2 o'clock. Don't put me after 2 o'clock.
Bro, and then I know events usually end at like 3 a.m. A little secret here to promoters. I'm outside the door. If I'm not playing at like 2:30 or 3, I'm outside at 2:30 and I'm in line already.
Yeah, just
not waste time.
Get that fresh chicken, you know.
What was some of the like? So like Jay and Fawaz, like what were like the events in you guys' area, like growing up that you guys used to go to? Like obviously you know like there's like Fridays and Saturdays. There was like a weekend thing. So what would it be for you guys?
Like a weekly event that I remember going to.
Yeah.
Definitely Glow Thursdays at Twilight.
Oh,
Big up to Oshan and Junior Menace, Russian, Kevin Seep.
Big up them.
Those guys, yeah, man, and Twilight too.
My area, Mississauga really have much for me to attend, so I'd always have to make that drive to Brampton.
Yeah.
Or I used to go to Glow Thursdays as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Glow Thursdays was a hot spot.
Yeah, it was.
Back in the day, it was crazy, crazy. For a Thursday, like you would think like no parties goes on Thursday, only like Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, just a relaxed day.
Didn't Island Mix they had something on Thursdays too, right?
Yeah.
Glow Thursdays was like one of the original Thursday parties that like brought Thursdays back. You know, like
that's crazy, especially on a Thursday.
That I know I could be mistaken, but for
our generation,
like my age group or whatever it is, Glow Thursdays was.
I guess I'm Mississauga. You can say sugar daddies, but.
Sugar I thought that was a strip club.
Like I've been to sugar daddies like twice, but like obviously going to sugar daddies you have to wear proper attire and you can't wear like Jordans and not like you have to wear like dress shoes.
Well, Thursday,
like
mans are coming in joggers, fam. Mans
bro,
are coming in joggers and a white beater.
Pajamas, bro.
Yeah, bro. It was lit, man. It was lit.
But yeah, definitely Glow Thursdays.
Yeah, definitely Glow Thursdays. Yeah,
it was real good, man.
Yeah.
So obviously you guys have it's been a major adjustment for you guys from adjusting to performing live. To all you guys are both on Twitch now. I'll send it after in the bio. So how has it been for you guys making that adjustment? Because obviously it's very different, you know.
Yeah, very very different. You know, to stream and have your stream look a certain way and kind of operate a certain way. You have to get certain things that cost
money. Yeah.
Money, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So in that sense. It's a little difficult because if you don't have the funds to do it, how are you gonna do it? You know what I mean? So but we make it work somehow. So it's totally very different, right?
Yeah. The Twitch is honestly it's all right. Like it's not bad. It's great to like still play music, play and those who follow you will come on and like they enjoy the vibes. But it's different for people. They're used to going on Instagram Live.
Oh yeah,
Right?
that's
Yeah,
the first
that was like
quarantine,
the
first
Yeah,
first-
started.
so the Instagram Live was what's popping, and people liked that. But then Twitch came along. Twitch has been out, but DJs
But it started to, like,
they start
popularize,
pop up now more often. And just the transition from Instagram to Twitch, people don't like. They'd rather stay on Instagram
Yeah.
or
Because it's like they're
It was just like a
screen
one
hopping,
click.
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
This is a one-click thing. Like, oh yeah, he's live. Alright, let me tune in for a bit. But the problem with that is that Instagram, you can't keep it open on your
Oh,
phone.
okay.
Like Twitch, you can keep it open and continue doing
whatever
Doing whatever
you're
you're
Yeah.
doing. And that's the beauty of it. I feel like if we didn't know Instagram was around, like the live thing,
Mhm.
and we knew Twitch was around, it would be the same. Like,
It's
people
a
go
lot
like-
easier to like, keep a crowd in Twitch because then you can, if you're playing, say you're playing some music and you're trying to make a story from the music.
Mhm.
Exactly.
You can, that crowd that's listening on Twitch can listen to that whole story. Opposed to somebody listening on Instagram, it's like you hear like a 1-2 song, oh, so I gotta text somebody back, close the app,
and then they close the whole
and
app.
then they come back and it's a completely different song. So you
Yeah.
miss the whole
And they
story.
miss the whole
yeah, you
lead
miss
up
the
to it.
vibes, you miss the
Yeah.
hype to the story, and you're just like, how do
But on Twitch,
yeah, here.
it's on Twitch is much better. Obviously,
Yeah.
you know, you could interact with who is viewing your stream, right?
Yeah.
By giving them like sub gifts or emotes if they subscribe, and you know, you're just able to give them something, you know.
Mhm.
So they're not just there sitting watching you, you know. You're just able to.
It
you know?
just feels a lot more interactive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
much more.
Yeah.
A lot more interactive, and I feel like Twitch obviously is a little bit more professional and stuff, and you know.
Mhm.
I feel like another thing too was you guys for Instagram, they probably had like was it
The
music
copyright.
copyrights,
yeah,
right?
that was the
That
worst.
was
probably
thing.
annoying.
That was because like you're so limited to music, you can't play hip hop.
Yeah.
If you're playing dancehall, you can't play anything new. You only can stick to the 90s, even the 90s itself.
Yeah.
You can't play that. So like some stuff in the 90s you can play, but yeah, you're just playing soca, like if you're playing chutney or even like Bollywood stuff.
Yeah.
That's what you're locked into,
Yeah.
right? So you don't have really. Yeah, that's it. That's the 3 things you can play as a West Indian DJ. Right?
And the cool thing about Twitch is obviously like the overlays, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able to personalize how you are on Instagram
Yeah. Yeah.
on Twitch now.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And that's why your following is going to be your following, and they're going to still tune in because it doesn't seem like you're just switching over.
Yeah,
You know?
I think that's what makes it so, like, cool. Is that, like, for me in my Sunday sokas,
Yeah.
like so far I've done a beach theme, a backyard jam, can't remember another one, but like, yeah, you're able to make that theme pretty much come to life. You know what I mean? Like I had a beach cabana and all these kind of things, you know. So like for Jay, we have his birthday coming up.
Yeah.
Sunday. And he has a sick overlay, you know, like pretty much shows his birthday, like, you know.
Yeah, man.
That's what makes
Well,
it.
that's the thing. Like, you can't have a party in club. You gotta make
the most of it.
Make
Yeah.
the most of it. You know, what can you do to capture that viewer?
Right?
Come up with some like artistic, overlays.
Some sort of thing
yeah,
to
something
keep them
you keep
captured.
them, like
Yeah.
oh yeah, it's Jay's birthday. Who else is playing? Oh, there's Royal Star right there. Okay, cool. And
Yeah.
birthday party going on.
And isn't it crazy too, like to think like people will be locked in for like hours, like it doesn't seem like, like usually on Instagram I notice like people kind of like tune out and stuff, and then when it gets cut off they don't try to come back.
Yeah.
But once it's on Twitch, like you don't even realize the time. You just vibing
Yeah,
the
and
entire
like
time.
what's cool about Twitch is that like how, for example, like on Sunday is my birthday party, so I have a bunch of DJs. Rosa is one of them, and then it's like it's flawless. Like I can switch to another DJ, and then you as a viewer can just stay put. Don't have to let the phone on or
don't gotta
don't have to
channels.
switch
Yeah.
anything. It's continuous music each time.
That's the rating, right?
The rating, that's
yeah,
called
yeah.
rating. Yeah. So when some DJ says we're gonna rate a channel, that means like you just stay put, and then another DJ is gonna come in and then
Carry on the vibes.
yeah, carry on the vibes. Yeah.
Twitch, man. Twitch is it, man. That's what.
I feel like it saved the quarantine for like.
Yeah, yeah. Oh,
It
definitely.
did. I did.
Because I can only imagine like for a lot of people that were used to going out every weekend and stuff to be stuck at home with
Mhm.
their family a lot more. Some don't mind it. Like personally, I don't mind it, but I know some that really miss
Mhm.
going out and stuff. It's nice to see that you guys are doing this because it really does help with just feeling like we have some sort of vibe or some sort of like
yeah, Twitch is amazing because like the sound quality. If you put that on like a surround sound or like a nice home system or something, you cut off the lights and you got your little disco light
Have
at
a
home,
jam on,
bro.
yeah.
You got a little black label, you got a little vodka, you're jamming, bro. You're jamming.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
it's like a fete. Yeah, you're good.
That's the thing. I think like for most of our birthdays, like the past year and stuff, like for anyone, you guys are always like DJing live on Twitch or like on Instagram Live or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and we would just have that on the background, and it was just vibes, bro.
Yeah,
It was
man.
just-
Yeah, man.
that's how you celebrate a thing. Like you got to make the most of these situations, and
Yeah.
like we really, I personally appreciate what you guys been doing because it it's a lot, man. Like it's a lot of money that goes into you know, getting these overlays
like,
and stuff.
And like well, like it's like as a DJ too, you always want to like brush up on your skills and stuff. And even though you don't have a crowd, you have 20 people, 30 people, or even like whatever 100 people watching you, it still puts that a little bit pressure on you to like perform or like good, or like make sure your mixes are crispy, or make sure your argument is good, or
because there always could be like a random person.
Yeah, there's always somebody's like, oh yeah, that DJ is like, no, it wasn't good. Well, it keeps you relevant to what's happening right now, right?
Exactly.
Right. So, and it helps you with your skills. Like, you know, you can not be on Twitch, and if you're a DJ and not being on Twitch or not being on Instagram Live, it's hard to practice, and you can practice by yourself, but like, you know, it's better to have like somebody watching you to give that pressure, you know.
Just feel that pressure.
Feel that pressure that somebody's actually watching their phone, watching you.
Yeah. It's like you have to perform good now. Like, you know
You have to perform good. Somebody's watching you and dead in your face.
Yeah.
All right.
This man will be
Before time in the club, they're dancing. They're not really paying attention.
And they're drinking and stuff.
Yeah, they're drinking and stuff. And then somebody's sitting down there sipping tea.
Let's see how this guy plays.
Yeah, see how this guy plays.
You know?
So, even if whatever how much people is in your room, it's always like, you know, just want to try to do your best and please whoever's in the room. And
But that's how it's always been. You know, the cliche saying has always been, doesn't matter if there's 5 people or 5,000. You know, you just go and do your best. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I think for another thing, what it's helped with DJs as well, miking. Like some DJs just strictly DJ. You know, and they would have like a mic man with them. You know, that's more
their
okay
job.
with the mic. You know. So now with you DJing and being by yourself.
You gotta be your own.
You gotta be
your man. Yeah, like to be honest, like I hate how I sound on the mic. Like after this podcast, I'm gonna be home like
listen up.
Rrayzuh, turn up the bass. But yeah, no, like you learn and you see other DJs and you just like, you know, try it out. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes you say some random stuff and like, you're like, what did I just say? What did I just say? Why did I just say that? You're like, whatever. Hope nobody's heard that, yo.
Hopefully nobody clipped that.
Yeah.
I know for me personally though, like moving on to Twitch, I was on Instagram Live for a while just because I didn't have the equipment to go onto Twitch. You know what I mean? Like I had just my DJ laptop and that was it. But I wasn't able to stream and DJ all at once on one laptop.
On one laptop, yeah.
So like I literally had to go out there, get another computer, get this, get that. So yeah, man, like moving on to Twitch was a pretty penny, but I find it worth it, man. Yeah.
Worth it,
I had to buy a camera. I didn't have a camera.
Yeah, exactly.
I had to buy a camera, and like everybody was webcamming. Like I swear to God, like I go to Best Buy or can't go to Best Buy. I go and everything's sold out.
Yeah.
And then there's like I think a webcam for like $400. I was like, no, thank you.
Give me a camera, bro.
Yeah. I was like, no, let me just buy it. I need the camera for work.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Yeah.
So
and that was probably another thing too, is like even for me, like when I went back to school, they required you to have a webcam, and especially things, so I have to get so it kind of worked out because I had to get a mic and stuff, because obviously my program is radio broadcasting, right? So most of the time I'm spending on the mic and then looking into the camera and stuff. So I was like, even then I was like, fuck man, I really don't want to get like a webcam and stuff. But I'm like, especially after, because I think you guys are the ones who try to convince me to start streaming video on Twitch, right? So then once I did, then I was like, okay, let me just invest into. So I invested into the gaming PC. That's also like a podcast PC I use as well for editing and stuff. And then I got into the webcam, and then obviously for school and stuff. So it worked on the long run. You make back that money.
Yeah, honestly, the camera, like having like another camera.
You just spend money and where it's worth. You know what I mean? That's really it.
You can't really cheap out on these things.
No.
No, you can't cheap out on these things. The last thing you want is like your webcam is like fuzzy and you're just choppy.
That's what keeps the viewers like in your stream.
Exactly.
Like, the audio quality, the video quality, and all those things.
A lot of people they mention it, like, oh yo, I love your stream, your camera's so clean and everything's so clean. Little things like that. Like they like when they put it on their TV, they can see clearly and everything's nice and nothing's blurry.
Another thing I'm trying to think is like, I don't like when it's too much going on, you know? Like I don't mind it to a certain extent, but like when you have obviously like a blurry camera and stuff too, it's like you feel like turning off the thing. Like
Yeah,
I
yeah.
felt that where like it's so difficult to watch because it's not professional in a sense, right?
Yeah, 100%. So like we try to be the best that we can be, you know.
Yeah. Oh, that was good, man. That's good. We get into something else. Do you guys I guess like how was the industry for you guys back then compared to now? Before like COVID happened, I guess you could say.
In terms of like,
Was it tougher to kind of like get your own sound, like like in like a scene where like there's already established DJs and you're trying to make your way up there, right, and make your own sound. So how was it for you guys there, like around that time?
Well, like nowadays it's like you're a DJ and a promoter at the same time, right? And like how a lot of people will fight it and say no, DJ and promoters are separate, but it's today's age. Like every DJ is now a promoter. You gotta promote yourself. You know, some promoters they only book you for to sell tickets, right? They book you. Oh, you can move like 20 tickets. All right, I'm gonna hire this person here, right? And that's how you to find your own sound. You have to hustle and sell those tickets for you to get that shine at that dance or something. It could be a 10 o'clock spot, warm up spot, or whatever it is.
That's crazy.
And then that's how you start building a relationship with other people and stuff. Like, oh yeah, this guy can sell tickets and whatnot.
And then that's how it gets around, right?
That's how it gets around.
Because I was actually wondering how that happens.
Other people start booking this guy because, oh yeah, he sold tickets, sold tickets. So then in that industry now, in that whatever scene that you're in, you're known as a guy that sells good tickets, right?
Yeah.
And if you can DJ well too, which I hope, I would hope, you know, you're DJing well. Yeah, you go on the stage and you kill it. And then that's how you figure out your own sound, like, you know.
Nice.
I think figure out your own sound is a little bit of a task, just because in Toronto there's
a lot of
numerous of DJs, you know,
a lot of DJs, man.
Especially in the West Indian scene, there's numerous of DJs playing the same genre. So how am I gonna sound different than, let's just use Jay Rev for instance?
That's true, yeah. No, true, yeah.
Playing soca, how are we gonna make it sound different? And what's gonna make me stand out and better
So
than
they know
him
your
or
sound and
better
stuff.
than me? Yeah, you know what I mean. So it's obviously a little bit of a task. Me personally, on that ticket thing, I don't really like it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
nobody really likes it. Nobody really likes it.
Nobody wants to say it, though.
Like we're all DJs, right?
Yeah.
At the end of the week, we want to play music and we want to play music with the crowd. But there's always a business side of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And the business side is where the promoters come in. Like they're hosting these bands and they're doing it to make money, not to make you feel like you're.
I just don't think it's
Yeah,
fair.
right?
That's all. That's my whole thing.
Yeah,
sure.
definitely not fair.
Okay.
But it is what it is. If you fight it, then like you're not gonna get through.
You're not gonna. You wouldn't be here.
Yeah, you won't be here. Nobody there. You won't be here. You have to do. You have like going back to the bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
You have to build that. You know.
But we all did it. We all
did it. Yeah, we all did it. I drove
far. Yeah.
drove far for just for two tickets. Two tickets.
What's the furthest you guys say you probably like drove?
Oakville, from Scarborough to Oakville.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I would say from here to Pickering definitely. Just for 2 tickets.
Just for 2
tickets.
tickets. There's a 2 ticket thing. Yeah.
But yeah, man, those are things you have to do. You know.
Yeah, those are things. And honestly, like even at the time, like yo, you sold those 2 tickets. You're like, yeah, sick. I sold some tickets. Yo, all right, let me try to sell some more tickets, and you know. Get good with this promoter at the time, because when you're young and stuff, you don't have money to dish out in parties. Only like the older heads or something that's been in the industry are during parties and stuff.
Were you guys like working and stuff too, like when you were like coming up and stuff? Like, part-time jobs and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, like throwing your own event, it takes a lot of money, right? So yeah, those older guys, big up to like especially your dad, Fresh Cut, with Soca Regulations and Pirates of the Caribbean and all sorts of events he does. You know, he always push for the younger guys too to be on it. So big up to
that's
him.
the thing. That's the one thing I remember too was he always brought up the younger guys like to go like early set if they had to or whatever. Or the patio ones I remember used to do that too. Fucking patio was.
You've seen the time and effort it goes into doing a dance from your dad, right?
Yeah.
So
even like the CDs when you have to put the flyers in, holy crap.
Yeah. So like 20 people coming, a DJ bringing 20 people to your party or 10 people, it's a big thing, right?
Yeah.
So they're thinking of like, okay, this person could sell tickets. He made his money, DJ money, so to put him on.
Yeah.
But now it's up to you now to get to when you have that spotlight to make your presence there. You know.
Yeah.
Make it known that this is my time here. Like,
100%.
Sometimes you just play for the rats, which is just basically nobody there, which I've done numerous times. But you know what? There's always one person listening. You know,
Mm-hmm.
there's also one person listening. They'll come with you like, yo, good job, man. That was a solid warm up set or something.
Yeah. And I think those little things like there motivates you
Yeah,
to
those
keep
Yeah,
little
yeah,
things help
those
you,
little
you know?
things, man. Like the club, like bartenders, like, oh, I love your set, and you're like, yeah, sick.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially for warmer, like he said, for
Yeah.
like when no one's there, and it's just the bartenders, and
Yeah.
you're playing your warm up set, but you can see the bartender,
Like,
they're
you're
having a
vibing
good
to it.
time,
Yeah,
you
the
know?
vibes, it's good. Then like next thing you know, like the owner would hear you
Mhm.
because he's there early, probably just
Make sure
final
everything's
thing, make
set.
sure,
Yeah.
and then let's say he does like a weekly party, for example. He's like, oh yeah, I remember that guy did warm up or something, you know, and like yeah, he'd reach out to you or something. So it's up to you to make your presence there, you know.
Yeah, 100%.
And then from there you build your own sound. Say the mic, going back to miking, emceeing for yourself. A lot of DJs are taking that in now, doing that because that talking to the crowd is like, you know, people are turning around and looking at who's talking, like, you know,
Yeah,
who's
trying to
making
find
those, who's making those arguments and
Yeah.
Who's yelling up on
Who's-
the
yeah, yeah.
I think that's like the hardest
Yeah.
thing for me too. Like
Yeah.
it's like how to make an argument really.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm okay with the mic, but it's like how do I say what I want
yeah,
to
say what you want
Yeah.
to say consistently. You know?
yeah. Without stuttering or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
You know?
yeah.
You're always worried about like that little
Yeah,
thing.
so big up I'll big up all the guys that can MC themselves and you know.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You guys remember? Do you guys like participate in clashes?
Only one.
Only one-
No.
That was one your dad put together.
Yeah, that's. I remember that. We all came to that.
Sound it.
Sounded, yeah.
Sounded, yeah.
So that's the only one I've been a part of with Jags. That's my partner.
Yeah.
We did pretty good. We came.
Oh, you guys
I guess,
did really
yeah,
good.
we came third. I think it was.
It was third. Yeah.
Yeah. So for no dubs at all, like between me and Jags.
That's
Yeah,
true.
we
For
did.
no, for
They
no
had
dubs,
no-
yeah.
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
was
good.
crazy.
Yeah, third place. Yeah, for some sounds had dubs in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't even make it up for you.
Well, that's
So
not
big
too
up
bad.
the winners of that clash was Shy Menace. So big
Oh,
up
yeah,
to
Big
that
up
was-
the Shy Minutes, yeah.
them.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Install and Soldier. Big up them. They
Yeah, they
finished
came
second,
second,
right?
yeah,
So,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
They just it was crazy, man. Like looking back, like those are like good moments, man. Like the last couple years. that I
Yeah,
remember.
clashes. Yeah, I never actually been to a clash like full on like real like clash.
Oh,
No,
Up
never.
to now?
Up now, yeah.
oh shoot. Yeah, clashes are sick, man.
Yeah.
I remember.
I would say I want to go, but I'm always like, so something pops up and like.
Yeah. My first clash, I gotta big this guy up. I have to. One of my good friends, rest in peace, to Two Touch. He was very into this clash thing. Like he had like amount of dubs like crazy. So he took me to my first clash and like I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. And I think your dad them were the Outcasts,
Oh, yeah.
right? And that like I'm thinking like Outcasts is bad man them,
Yeah.
which they're sick,
Yeah, pick up the.
I went to the clash. Here, man's just dissing Outcasts. I was like, whoa, what's going on here? Like, don't do this, bro. But that's what happens in clash. So that's where I kind of like fell in love with it, I guess.
Yeah.
I just like going to them. I don't collect dubs or anything like that though. So this guy has all the dub plates.
You're just waiting, bro. You gotta enjoy it all, yo. We got something right here with YouTube, bro.
Huh?
When classes come back, yo, YouTube already here, bro. You know?
Big up, Outcast is
Yeah, Clash.
Sure.
Yeah.
Clash is
Clashes,
Clash
bro?
is different. I listened to Clash before, like not a lot of clashes. I've never actually been to like a Clash over here. I listened to them before. And crazy, man.
mm-hmm.
It's a real vulgar stuff they be
Yeah.
talking, bro.
It's like, how do you like come back from
Yeah.
it?
Yeah, it's a real dark stuff they be
Yeah.
talking. You're just like,
You gotta be prepared for
bro,
that.
Bread's for real, yo? You're gonna tell me that? Are we gonna go outside and eat jerk chicken?
Yeah, we're gonna be friends after this.
Yeah, he a little man after.
Yeah. So that's clash culture, right? That's how it is.
We're gonna go to Secrets and eat jerk chicken here.
The jerk chicken man will watch YouTube.
Garden soap? Garden soap, man.
Good times.
That's the thing, man. Like those little like things like that, I miss, like, because it was just all entertainment, bro. You guys always put on a show and stuff, and
That's
being a
it,
part
man.
of
Like that's it too. That's to and to make your own. Going back on like making your own sound. Like, being a DJ is also your job is to play music, but the main objective is to entertain.
Yeah.
Right. So your title from DJ becomes entertainer.
Yeah.
So picking up a mic and like saying certain kind of things, or playing a song a certain kind of way, or dropping a tune that's like left field, like, but it's a big tune, like,
Yeah.
right? It's like that makes you the people like turn around and say, who's that guy, like,
Yeah.
make your own sound. So that's another presence, entertainer.
Oh, that's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
That's all it is, though. That's how you create your own sound. Really, it's just being
different, but like
appealing to people at the same time. You know,
exactly. There's some things you got to take from others in a way, but you have to make it yourself, because that's like, it's hard not to. It's it is difficult to kind of make your own sound in a way, especially with the industry where everyone's very similar. So you got to just adapt and create your own sound in a way. Like usually you can from others, but
yeah. That's why I don't like using the term "I'm copying." You know, like it's like, okay, I'm learning what this guy did, so I should do that too, because that's what I learned. Yeah. Right.
Nothing wrong with that. You're still giving the flowers to the guy, right?
Yeah.
For thinking that. So. Oh, that's good, man. That's good. Another thing, obviously, has it been like 2 years? It's gonna be this year since like Rev and I actually went to like a Caravana event, right? Like a Caravana weekend.
2 years, yeah. Well, this will be.
Well, this year coming up, right?
This will be 2 years, yeah.
Holy crap, that's crazy.
R.I.P.
Oh man, that's a sad one, bro.
Let me drink some water for now.
Yeah.
to the
Ramadan, right?
To the homies that were lost.
Yeah, definitely miss it. I don't know when we could have it again with this whole lockdown and shutdown and COVID.
Open back up and
honestly, it's gonna be different. It's gonna be real different.
I don't really see, like, not to be the negative Nancy, but like I don't really see like the end to have thousands of people together. You know what I mean? Especially like that's super far fetched for me. Yeah. So, but yeah.
I think because like usually, obviously, you look at Instagram, like what you're doing a year ago, 2 years ago, and then you see.
It makes my heart break.
Yeah, you're like, holy crap, bro.
This guy last year, bro, like when he's in, what is it, 2020 February? You know, he's probably looking at his memories. Like,
oh my god, yeah.
Oh, you were in Trinidad, right?
Yeah, I went to Trinidad. Yeah.
Oh, that was what we were gonna talk about next. Was like, how was it? Down in Trinidad, bro. Like,
yo, it was mind blowing. The best time I ever had in my life. Yeah, that's all I can say. Like, it was speechless.
So give us like people like, for obviously there's probably a lot of people who don't know like what Caravana is and like how that Caravana week, because it's a week there basically, right? Not just a weekend.
In Trinidad.
In Trinidad, right? Like when this thing.
So we got there on, I don't even remember, the Wednesday. The Wednesday. Got there Wednesday. So usually it's like a whole, honestly they party for like a month in advance. It's crazy, yo. And some of the craziest parties are like a month in advance. So like honestly the whole experience was actually mind blowing how like well organized this country is. Especially for something that's doing something every day. Like every day was an crazy. It's crazy how these parties are like, to buy tickets to these events. Like, you guys send them a picture. You gotta send them a picture of yourself, and you know me already. Your boys send them the sickest picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, you can't deny this, bro. You want this in your party, bro? Yeah, yo, it was crazy, man. You need to know like certain people on the board of that party.
And there's obviously the big DJs down there and stuff.
Yeah. Because I'm sure like there's like everybody wants to go to these parties, but like they're trying to make it look a certain kind of way.
Yeah, for sure.
So they're trying to like handpick the people, or like slow down the people that's grabbing tickets, or like scalpers or stuff like you know? So they're trying to see that. So
a lot of the events on there outdoor,
all outdoor,
and they're all inclusive.
Yeah, all inclusive.
Holy crap,
yo,
it's a dream, bro.
I have yet to go. I definitely would love to go, but
I went to all inclusives over here and like in New York and stuff, and like I never went. Yo, this place had endless amount of liquor, endless. Like at one party, then like the next day was another party, and it's like, where are you storing this liquor in this small country? Like, which warehouse is all this liquor in? Like, how much Hennessy can you read? Like, like it's crazy. It's crazy that, and like for example, like I went to Soca Brainwash, big up Private Ryan,
big up,
and like Hennessy Pure White. I would be drinking Hennessy Pure White with LLB, which is like a lime lemon bitters. It's like a ginger beer kind of vibe. Yeah. Anyways, we're drinking that, and I thought like, yo, every man here from like New York and stuff, drinking Hennessy. They see Hennessy on like Hennessy White, all inclusive. They're taking it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yo, watch. By the time like halfway through, the Hennessy's gonna be finished. Bro, Hennessy was coming like not till the party finished. Like it was like Hennessy was there.
You're like, yeah, just
Yeah,
I was like, what? I was even when they would, there was always ice and there's always Hennessy, and I was like,
wondering in a random escape.
Ice in that hot country, bro, is blessed.
big there, right?
It's blessed. But yeah, they never ran out of anything, man. And I was like, big up to Private Ryan and the staff and stuff. But like, yeah,
What
even
would
like
you say is the best party from that weekend, or that week, or like? That's probably tough, eh? Like,
yeah, honestly, there were some good parties. There's some really good parties I went to. The Mental was good. Big up to Trini Jungle Juice. Obviously, Private Ryan
yeah,
was good. All the events. Duck Work was crazy. Scorch events. Honestly, there was never like a favorite. But if I choose like the craziest one, it would obviously be like Soca Brainwash, because the amount of like food vendors he had, the amount of like preparation, the design that he had. It was Treasure of the Oriented, so it was very like Asian.
Mm-hmm.
His theme was very
Yeah.
Asian. So we had like the petals, the pink petals that you see in like those in like
Yeah,
Japan
yeah.
and stuff.
yeah.
Mhm.
Oh shit.
He had those scattered on the ground, and he had like these trees made up, and like he had people like dancing like the traditional Japanese way. They had clothing and everything. Like it was crazy.
That's great, bro. I actually love when
So
the
you
parties
walk,
are like
yeah,
that,
you
that
walk
way.
into it, and
It's
it's like it was a theme. Like it was actually a theme. Like people are dressed up as a theme, and I was like, this is
See, I put a
crazy.
lot to
man.
it.
Yeah,
It's an
a lot of,
experience,
it's,
bro.
it's a lot of work. Like there was like over like 50 vendors, and they're all different. It's not like you go to Trinidad, you would think like, yeah, there's like 7 doubles, man. Like, all 50 of them are selling doubles. Like no,
I probably
like,
went there, bro.
I don't think actually there was a doubles guy there. It was crazy. It was like, yo, you want kung pao chicken? The man have it over there. You want this thing? They have it there. You want wontongs? They have it there.
Holy crap.
Yeah, it was crazy, man.
That's sick, yo.
Yeah, it was crazy. It
You,
was crazy.
you got to experience down here, right? Like the brainwash down here.
Yeah. There was 2. Was there 2?
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to both. I would say they were amazing. They didn't have like 50 vendors, but they had like at least 10, and it was all different stuff, chicken and waffles and whatever you wanted, all inclusive. So it was obviously big up Private Ryan. He did a great job bringing it down here.
Because it's probably tough to bring a party that's so big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 100%.
He does this, I think, in like New York too.
Miami. Yes, it's Miami. Yeah, but yeah, like
I remember that whole like carnival last year, like where he's explaining about the Asian theme and all the duck work and all these parties, because like shout out my girlfriend Rebecca, she was able to attend Trinidad Carnival that year too, and just I literally lived by her pictures and videos, and like I was working, I was in Nunavut at that time.
Oh yeah.
the opposite side of the country.
Yeah, I
bro.
was like in -50 weather.
Yeah, we were like plus 50, like
The hottest weather, the coldest there.
It was crazy, man. The road experience was a next level thing too.
Yeah. So like, looking at the pictures and the videos, she would literally call me at like 4 a.m. like FaceTime me, and like she's at some party, and then I'm just there like, yeah, okay, nice. But, like,
Taking
it
the
looks
video,
sick,
yeah.
though, like
Yeah, I know, it was crazy. Like I wanted to try like different kind of like we went. It was 5 of us that went down, and we had 2 girls with us, so we didn't go like ham.
Yeah.
So some of our other friends, they went crazy, but they had like 3 parties a day,
Holy shit.
like breakfast, lunch, and then like nighttime.
Yeah, wasn't it like parties that start like at like 3 in the morning?
Yeah. I wanted to go to those kind of parties, like those ones that like there's one called AM Bush. Yeah. I want to go to those parties, but like tickets were sold out at the time and stuff, so we didn't get to go. But next time. Well, obviously. We're like, we're like, yo, next year, like, we're going to AM Bush next year. We're like, yeah. COVID comes.
Even then, we're like, oh, sorry, it's like it's not gonna be the last,
Yeah, you're coming back next year. You're coming back every year now.
But like, yo, when pandemic done and world is open and Trinidad is having carnival,
Put my money out, bro.
Bro.
Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
it's probably gonna be like the most epic carnival.
That's the like relief everybody needs,
Yeah.
bro. That's gonna be make up for all this time.
Oh,
That's
No,
lost.
100%. Honestly, it was a crazy experience as somebody attending a carnival for the first time.
Yeah.
That was good. That was good.
Even down here, like when Toronto Carnival's able to open up and have its thing, like it's gonna be
crazy. Yeah,
it's gonna be wow.
anything open up. They open up Walmart, I'll go in. Oh, bad! I want to go to Home Depot, bro. If my dad and I were trying to build some stuff, we're like, we have to order from Home Depot now and curbside pickup.
Curbside pickup, yeah.
So you just walk into Home Depot and you're just like, yo,
That's what you need.
I need like 17 AA batteries, okay.
Order everything at once.
Pick up everything, yeah.
That's another thing too, man. It's like so weird when you have to go to like Walmart stuff. Like usually I just be like, oh shit, like, I forgot something. I'm gonna go pick it up there. And I'm like, crap, never mind. I gotta like order online and I gotta wait outside.
And like the Twitch thing too, like getting cables and like wires, like certain kind of things. Sometimes you just pop over to Long McQuaid, grab the wires, and it's come on back. Now it's like a different kind of thing. And then when COVID first hit, everybody trying to get their hands on the iRig. That was a mission and a half. I don't know, like some DJs like got it right away, but I was struggling to find an iRig so bad. I was ready to pay big money for iRig, bro. Luckily, there was a spot in like I think the Long McQuaid in like Major Mac.
Yeah.
Like all deep. It was real deep.
Do you guys have like shipping issues too? Like with certain things like took.
Oh yeah. I bought like another trick device. It's a Rode. I think it's called Rode, but it's a wire that plugs in. Anyways, it just same thing as the iRig.
Yeah.
But it was just a wire, and that wire was like $50 or something. They said it'll be here in a week. It's still up to this day. Up to this day, I don't know. Nobody called me or anything.
You can't track the package?
No, it was through Long McQuaid. You have to order it.
Oh shit.
Everything for them was sold out, yo. But anyways, I got an iRig, so I think that was.
Yeah, you good.
Yeah, I'm good now. Yeah.
Oh man.
But yeah, that
Where's iRigs now though? Yeah, I don't even know where mine is now. Because on Twitch now?
Oh, yeah.
Mine's chuck up in some corner. in the wire box.
That's crazy. Oh man, it's
big up to Amazon in those times though.
Yeah.
Oh, trust, bro.
Big up to Amazon even now,
Yeah.
bro.
Make all
Just
the
got
money.
2 packages today. Like.
They can help with the wire right here.
I have a cart right now. I need to buy a phone protector, screen protector, and some more like wire tires.
Dude, can you imagine if we didn't have Amazon? Holy shit! Like most of my stuff, like all these stuff.
A life before Amazon.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know what would be right now if without Amazon. Really, real shit.
GT Amazon, GT.
Big up Amazon though, like everybody's home ordering beer shit, so
Yeah. They're caking, bro.
like that's what it is. You know, you just scroll, buy this. Shit you don't even need.
No, that's the thing. Like when I got the PS5, I still went to look on Amazon just to see if they had it because I know they had like a certain amount of, but that shit sold out quick, bro. Yeah, you gotta get on it, bro.
I came here to grab yours.
This guy's PS4 is like next level.
Yeah, my people are tripping out, man.
PS4 taking its time, buddy.
Yeah. My PS4 is in the war zone. Tripping out.
I was working on the update, bro. That's the thing. Like, I think for the PS4, like the newest updates in the Call of Duties, oh my god, bro, it broke my sister's one too.
Yeah.
She has to use my console, my other PS4.
Oh yeah.
Because the last update.
So wait, my team's actually for real broken?
It's possible. Her thing just crashed like that, bro. She has to use my PS4. I'm surprised it's working, but. So.
This guy's gonna. No, there's one coming out.
What?
They're doing a restock with the PS5s.
Okay.
So.
You gotta talk to my wife, bro. He always has like
shout out
that.
to wives.
So let's make that PC change, you know?
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, you like PC gaming, bro. You like PC gaming.
Even to like me and him, like we would only ever see each other at events.
That's true, yo.
Yeah.
COVID actually brought me and guys closer.
Brought us all closer. Bro.
Yeah.
I think me and you and I even. You always thought of me like a little shit, you know?
Yeah.
Because we just see each other just like.
Yeah, it's just like that's Fresh Cut Son is MAGA guy.
Yeah.
That's MAGA, bro. Right? So like, that's Fresh Cut Son. Like, alright, cool.
That's the one thing, bro. Like Call of Duty saved a lot during this time, bro. It was a perfect drop.
It was.
Came out exactly maybe. I think it was so. I actually checked. The week that Warzone came out, we got our first win together. That was like our very first win. Yeah.
I was never into Warzone, to be honest. Actually,
I remember the first time, bro. We brought this he's like we added each other and whatever, and like I was like, let's come play Warzone. He's like, nah, multiplayer thing, multiplayer.
Yeah, I was not sold on it. Now I'm calling this guy like, yo, zone.
You messed the chat.
As soon as I wake up, you know, all you hear is the PS app like ding.
So they're like, oh shit, right?
Who's that?
We do have our late rounds, bro.
Hey, yo, Jay, he doesn't play around, bro. Like if he hears that, yo, zone question mark.
Zone.
That's his Twitch notification. When they go live.
It's more just chatting, just talking a bunch of shit.
That's what it is too. It's fun, like talking with all your friends and shit.
That's probably the one thing though I miss about being on console though. It's because like I would just join the chat sometimes, not even to play, just come talk to you guys. So that's the only thing I don't like about it.
That's the reason why it's like I don't want to get.
Because then everybody,
PC,
you only can have a limit on game chat, right?
Yeah.
So that's the only lame thing about it. But you know.
I don't think that just plays just Warzone
You only
and
play Warzone anyways.
Warzone and
Yeah.
Gran Turismo. That's it.
Yeah, so you're not even worried about that.
Yeah, I'm only playing Warzone right now.
And they have a big. By the time this comes out tomorrow, there'll be the big release for the next season. So we're gonna be back on that again. I don't know. Do you guys have any closing remarks for the episode?
Oh, that's it. Oh, I thought you saw on the Caravana the
We
topic.
can still talk. I'm good, bro. I don't have no time to.
I don't know that whole. I really want to go to Trinidad so bad. Like
Yeah.
I obviously want to go experience all the islands carnivals.
Yeah, for sure.
But like Trinidad has always been that staple, you know.
Yeah.
That's.
I was like
yeah.
shocked how organized it was and how serious like they take it down there. And like I went to Guyana Carnival, like the second time they did it, and they do it in May. It was great. It was good vibes and everything, but they're not as organized as yet, you know. But they're getting there.
Yeah.
Which is good. So you know, it's
Has there been parties during like Caravana weekend down here that's been like you would say like has had like disorganized like pretty thing, or for the most part you think it's also pretty well done?
I would say it's been pretty good.
Yeah,
Like,
it's been pretty good, but there could be improvements.
Yeah, for sure.
There
But
could be
there's-
improvements. Yeah.
Nothing that stands out like totally horrible. Like no.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've all been pretty good.
Yeah, everything's been pretty good so far. It sucked that one carnival that I think it was an SOS party, and the cops shut it down.
Oh yeah, that was
I can't because there's some noise complaint.
the
or something
parking
that's
lot
chipping us like
thing.
somebody complained or
Was
something.
that Rejuvenate?
Yeah, it was SOS that whole weekend.
That weekend.
it was Rejuvenate.
and there was a big
It
it was
killed,
a big thing.
yeah, it killed the whole concert, the whole Caravana because the Marshall show didn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
Everything got
I think
canceled.
Rejuvenate happened.
Yeah, because that was the day before.
Yeah, that was the day before because I
That's
was
the one
there.
I went to. And then I remember
Yeah.
we didn't buy tickets for the Saturday
Yeah.
because we're like it's kind of the same thing, you know. Like I'd rather go to the Friday, and then we end up hearing that they got shut down.
They got
Like,
shut
oh,
down,
shit.
and it was a big stink, man. A lot of people,
A lot of money, man.
a lot of money was lost inside there, and like big up the SOS mans. They held that shit down, and
That's a serious bounce back for sure.
yeah, for sure,
Holy
man.
crap.
Big up those guys, man. But yeah, like that right there, like the city kind of like let us down.
Yeah.
What was that, Vaughn?
Yeah, Bond. Yeah.
That's where it
right
was,
out Vaughn.
We're by coconuts.
Coconuts. Coconuts. We're talking about coconuts. Big up Kishore.
Yeah, that's
Talk
where
about it, bro.
that's where I had a lot of my all ages parties starting was at coconuts.
Oh wow.
Again,
Yeah.
I didn't go to coconuts once.
You did it? No.
Probably, okay, I
It
probably
was a
once.
good thing you
once,
did it. to be
once,
honest.
No, I used to hear things, yo. Honestly, like, back in the day, it's just like you used to stay east, and like once in a while when you get a booking in the west end, you go, or if one of your boys go, like gets a booking, you go. But I think I've been to a coconut house like one time, and I've seen bare people fall down the stairs. Because there was a stairs that they went to the dance floor, right?
Yeah.
I remember.
You know what I'm saying? Nothing is worse though. When you go to a boat cruise or like a boat thing,
Oh jeez.
the washrooms there, bro.
Mm.
Most disgusting shit. I've seen.
Stella.
I try and avoid going to the washrooms when I'm on the boat cruise.
Yeah.
Me go more. I think Chad's
Not
bro.
the best. I feel sorry for the ladies though.
Oh, no.
Mm.
It's just sorry for the ladies. The man, it's a quick thing, but like.
There's always a huge lineup too. Like, just wait till I come off, buddy.
Yeah, you
Lego
just,
tree day.
you just get there and it's like a whole line. With
A Lego up on a tree there in the parking lot.
nice tree there.
There's actually no tree in the parking lot. It went up some rocks.
Rocks, yeah.
Go back to
God.
carrying this Lego there.
But I just keep thinking about coconuts since I brought it up. Like, the amount of I don't mean to talk about that, but like the amount of fights that were there, man.
It was
oh
bad,
my
eh?
God, it was so like why are you guys fighting every damn weekend? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was bad. Like me and shout out my boy DNR. We used to do Fire and Ice, right? So I think we did like 2 Fire and Ice events there. It was our birthday, right? His birthday and my birthday. So it was always sold out. But like I remember one in particular. Like there was like a fight outside, a fight inside, a fight
Jesus
in the
Christ.
patio, like all at once, bro.
Holy shit.
And I was like, what's going on here? It's like UFC night or something, bro.
You bring
Fight night.
you bring fire and ice together, you know. Think explode.
But you gotta big him up because like like that's where a lot of us
Yeah, the Coconuts was like
got
a
our
spot. Yeah,
you know, like,
Coconuts was a spot back in the day
Yeah.
for like these younger DJs to come up, man. Or guys like us. Yeah, Coconuts was a spot. Yeah, man, big up. Now it's harder to own venues because now it's with zoning and this and that, and it's hard, man.
For like the last like couple of years, where would you say was like the hot spot to go to, in the West and the East for you guys both?
The View for sure. The West. Yeah.
East, like how long?
Maybe say like what, 3-4 years?
3-4 years.
Yeah.
Obviously Island Mix, like big up to Island Mix.
Yeah.
Island Mix has been holding it down from like even before like us. They started and they just celebrated their 16-year anniversary over the weekend. So big up to Island Mix. You can go to Island Mix on any single day, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and it's always a good vibe. So big up to Island Mix. They're it's not as big as like you would say like a club. It's more like a lounge kind of thing. I think the cap there is like 200 or 250, whatever it is. But it's a good vibes. Other than that, back in the days, obviously was like Twilight. Twilight was really popular. Or the Crave space that they have. Crave.
That base is underneath.
No, it's the end of the end of the plaza.
The back end. Yeah, it was really nice there. Yeah.
That was a popping spot. Like Crave, a lot of people do like the soca events there. Crave. But for East End venues, it's been.
Even Boss was nice too.
Boss
Boss was nice for a while.
Boss was, that's not. Yeah, I guess for you guys it's East.
We're considering
anything past Yorkdale is far, buddy.
Everything down there is considered East, like.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, Boss Club was the club, but there was a few like there was Boss Club. There was like what's the one that's right down the street from them that used to be there? Shit. Dream. Big up to Rrayzuh.
Big up to Rrayzuh, bro. Man, can't run right here.
I have yet to go to Dream.
But they're not there anymore. Not there anymore, but yeah.
That's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about District.
District.
District is
big
nice.
up to District. Yeah, that was the next one. District
really
is a new one. District is really nice.
I heard really really good things about it.
Yeah, District is nice.
It's a big venue, man. It's big. It's really nice.
But the
biggest one, the biggest one in the West, yo. Palm Palace, yo.
Oh my god. Fever Fridays, bro.
Fever Fridays, yo.
Jeez.
We were there every Friday, bro. Every Friday.
Who was that? Breakdown, right?
Breakdown and
Shout out
Fresh
to Breakdown and
Fresh
Dad, bro.
Yeah.
They killed it, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I was on a Fever Friday one day.
I knew
I think before them was Dancehall was doing it.
Yeah.
I think. Or maybe they were all together, I'm not sure. But yeah, either way, Fever Fridays was like
it's huge, man.
In the West End was sick, man.
But yo, I find like the West End, people are different than people are in the East End.
Yeah.
It's different. It's different vibes.
The vibe is
it's different. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Jam you go to,
You go to like the East End, man. You go to Brampton, you go to Palm Palace, you're just like, what the fuck? You have a man with collar shirt on with like 6 gold chain on, like, and he's holding out rose for some gal, like you're just like,
shout out to Rose, man.
But yo, I don't remember seeing that in East End clubs, like a little girl walking around with selling roses and stuff. I don't remember seeing that in East End club. Maybe it happened before, but like recently, like in the past 2 years, I don't remember seeing them ever coming into like at Twilight or like a Crave, handing out roses and thing, or even at Island Mix, you know. So going to the West End, seeing somebody just waving around like these roses.
Some gal had like 5 flowers too, man.
You know.
It was definitely like me being from the West and him from the East. Like it was like if I would go down to the East and play, totally different. Like, you know, some songs that bust in the West are not busting in the East.
I was also
and
saying
it's
that,
like the demographic is
different.
Sort of different. Like the soca that busts in the West doesn't bust in the East, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
The people are different.
Yeah.
People are different.
Like
it's cool though. It's a different kind of different. It's actually it's refreshing.
Yeah.
To play
different.
Play outside. Like, you know, if I'm going to Palm Palace and stuff, I enjoy going to Palm Palace and stuff, playing. And some West End DJs like, fuck, I don't want to play Palm Palace Hill. I've been playing there for like every week, right? Book them for Island Mix or something like that. They'll love it.
It's a nice break.
It's different.
It probably gets tiring.
It's a new taste in your mouth, right?
Yeah.
So,
like me personally, I always enjoyed it because, you know, going to the East, in my opinion, I don't know, you guys don't fight me on it, but I think the East just
it's better. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. It's just the grass soca, especially
soca more. Yeah.
Much better.
I've noticed that too when I've gone to. I was always hyped when you go to the East because it's a different. It's just different of an energy, bro. I don't know what it is.
Different, man.
I'm not knocking the West. Like,
no, West still good too.
Knows the soca, but like the East, you could just dig a little bit more. You know what I mean? Which I like.
He feels nice on this one.
Think of all the East End people, you know. Y'all have it up. Y'all know what's going on.
Man,
You come to the West End, you know, you're gonna get your soul cassette, then you're gonna get your
you got a real.
Say money,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna get that. You know, that's how it is.
Rrayzuh
smile.
Yeah, I see that
Rrayzuh smile. Rrayzuh's like, yeah, that's me did it, boy. We did it.
We did.
I'm there with my camera.
Once again, though, shout out to Rrayzuh, bro, for doing this, man. I appreciate him.
Rrayzuh's the whole work.
If y'all see the man have a whole set of professional
Bro,
things going on
Rrayzuh's
here.
been killing it.
He's been killing it, bro. Years. I actually met him at the View. I think it was like probably one of our thing, and always very respectful.
We'll Photoshop Rrayzuh's face right here, right?
Yeah. And a man, you gonna put your face right here, but.
Well, yeah. Big up to Rrayzuh.
That was like every Friday because of your dad's like
Fever Friday stuff,
Fever.
yeah.
I was there for the whole year. I get sick of it.
Yeah. That was like me, like in the Twilight when I first went Twilight. Every single week we go Twilight. But yeah, it was good, man. It was good.
It was always you, Naveen, and Ricky. Shout out to you guys. You guys held it down, man. Every weekend.
Every Friday, bro.
Yeah.
And then when it started the Saturdays, seductive Saturdays.
Oh, yeah.
That was a thing too.
Yeah.
Well, Saturdays, I think it was more of like Indian they played in, right? In the West. On the seductive Saturday, remember?
Everything. I think Fridays was more like for like special guests, I guess. Like from bringing different DJs from wherever.
When Jay came, I
Saturday.
remember when.
Yeah. When Jay, big up Dr. J, man.
Yeah, big up Jay.
holy.
You cannot not beat that man up.
But yeah, I remember that day though, Fever Fridays when he came. It was
They had to send people back.
yeah, man.
It was crazy in there.
Palm?
Like,
Yeah.
Jeez.
Palm was like at first before they broke down the wall, it was
Yeah.
like
just that one side.
just that one side. You know what I mean? So like I don't even know like what 200-300 I would say.
Yeah, and it was ran, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah.
And then when they broke down the wall, it was like, yo, shit. Big dance like you.
Yeah.
Big dance to keep it. But yeah, just Toronto's not that much venue, so you get tired of the same place going over and over and over again.
Yeah, 100%, man.
You know, when you go to a place like, for example, like Miami or New York or something, that it's easy to get a permit. You can just party in somebody's backyard, open cooler fed.
Yeah.
That's fine.
That's crazy.
Not
Yeah.
over here though. Over here is different. That's the thing.
I always see that open cooler fence. It's like, yo, I wish.
That's so dope, man.
It's crazy. Yo, it's crazy. Like I DJ for a party in New York. Big up to Live by the Henny crew. And it was that the guy didn't give the address yet until you pick up the ticket or something. It was like a secret location, and it was somebody's backyard.
Oh shit.
And it was big enough to hold all these people. They had full truss system, everything. It looked crazy. And open cooler, drink when you want to drink. You can't do that stuff in Toronto. You can't go into somebody's random backyard and like open your cooler and decide to drink. And then like you have full line array systems and stuff, like blasting, the music's going crazy. And this is New York, like, and you're just there like, fuck this people.
Yeah.
You're just like, yo, you're just vexed because you guys can't do it at your house.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like shit, man. Like,
yeah, like,
cops will call him in 2 hours after that.
yo, the cops came. They're just super chill. They're just like, make sure nothing's going. But no tickets are given out. Yo, if that was Toronto, bro.
I think New,
Homeowner DJ. How about you get ticket, yo?
I think New York, they had they still do block parties, right? Or well, they
Yeah,
did before. That'll be kind
like,
of
you know, even so now, like during this whole COVID thing,
Yeah.
like I've seen DJs in New York, like literally just be DJing outside in their front yard or backyard. And it's like just busting music. It's like if I was to do that where I live,
And,
Oh,
I'm
God,
getting
you
a
hear
noise
this?
complaint.
bro, I did that for like I did a Indian brunch for Rum Shop Chronicles like last year.
Yeah, big old rum shop, yo.
Yeah, bigger the Rum Shop,
Yeah,
yo.
we go to Rum Shop.
And like I was scared because I was in my garage, and I was like, it was a nice day. It was like July or something. I was in my garage. I was like, yo, nobody calls the cops or anything on me. So I brought out my small little studio monitors and like put them there, so it's not too bad.
Yeah.
But then you go on New York now. You scroll in there. They might have like their full like 4 double 18 bins,
Yeah.
and they're right on the wall right there, and they're just playing right here. I'm like, it's blasting.
Freaking crazy, eh?
Yeah, they set up in the street. They block off the whole street, and they just set up there, and they just press play, and the sound man will just walk away and just look at it. Yeah, it sound good. It sound good. It sound good.
Turn it up a little more.
No. It's like a whole bunch
Oh, I like
of
this one.
Yeah. And then nobody's bothering. Nobody's neighbors just walking normally. It's fine. Give us volunteer. Beer costs, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the difference.
I gotta experience that too. You know, just for fun.
Yeah. I think especially now, like I feel like we've been forced to appreciate, like, once that opening happens again, like anything I wanted to do, I'm gonna try to do.
you're
Like
gonna-
go out.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
make
100%.
sure everything, man, like,
100%. Just when everything gets lifted.
I'm definitely happy though. Like I feel like I got closer to with like my family and stuff because I feel like I like most of us are always on the go and stuff, you know. So this pandemic did help with like just getting closer to your family again and spending more time than you usually do.
Yeah, because now you're able
nice.
to see them.
A lot
lot
more.
more.
I work with my parents, so we see each other every day.
Oh, so you like not changing?
Yeah, it's the same. Dave's country.
He's hoping it opens back soon.
Yeah. I'm hoping to leave the house. Like I can't wait. I was like, I think I come all the way from Scarborough. I'm like, yo, leaving the house? Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah, that's not me. It's like, yo, yeah, I'm still down. You know, tomorrow. You know, if
So
you
we're
can-
gonna come back. In terms of a good excuse to leave the house, I tried to leave, but
I'm happy we got to record this today, bro. Fuck, man. Like, I've been wanting to do this for like most of my guests and stuff too, but it's just been obviously because the rules and you gotta be very cautious and stuff. But I know you guys are safe and stuff, and obviously, you know, we're good friends and stuff. So I'm happy that we're able to pull this off. And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you having me on the show.
Yeah, for sure. My
Podcast.
respect, yo.
course,
Me
of
and Rashawn, we just how long we met? Like maybe like a
couple months.
couple
now.
months, yo.
Yeah.
Respect for having me on the show, man.
Of
Appreciate
course,
it.
bro. That's the end. We already have like a brother relationship in just that little time, bro.
Yeah, man.
Call of
Big
Duty, bro.
Big up
That's-
to Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Call of Duty, if you're watching this, make sure you
Yeah,
put this on your ad.
Activision.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Activision.
Fix the man.
Next month, sponsor PS5, man.
This guy needs a PS5.
We get PS5 to continue this brotherhood, man.
Yeah.
We don't have one. Who knows what will happen?
Oh my god. I'm happy that we're able to do this, and believe it or not, like Call of Duty saved a lot because like I feel like we would be talking every day in a sense too, like on group chat, whatever. But like if it wasn't for this, like we wouldn't be talking the way we do like as much, man. You know, everyone's still trying to keep busy and stuff, and it's actually nice too to see like I've noticed that a lot more people are more experimental too during these times.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
doing
like
a lot of things.
shout out to my girlfriend Rebecca. Like
That's her.
during this whole COVID thing and being locked up, not going anywhere. You know, she was able to kind of like, I guess, sit down and kind of think to herself, like, what does she want to like kind of do, and what she loves and all this stuff. So she came up with this brand called the Honey Mist. So it's all shout out the Honey Mist. Make sure you guys
Shout them out, yo.
follow them. Follow the Honey Mist on Instagram. So it's pretty much skincare products. So that's what people need, and that's what she loves, that kind of stuff. So yeah, man, it gives people the opportunity to think outside the box. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's really risky to for sure like to take that risk to do these things. You know, like for me when I started the clothing line and then the podcast and stuff, I was really iffy about it because I'm like, what if it doesn't do the numbers that like I want to do? Because I'm like, I don't really have a strong following, obviously, like besides like my friends and stuff, and you guys obviously a little bit more known and stuff. So like, I was like, you know what, man, let me just like I don't know anybody like my age that's doing this. Just do it and give a platform for my friends and stuff. Talk because I'm like I have really great friends around me and family and stuff. Give them a platform to just express and give people notice on the work that's the thing. Like I want to give people to notice that it's one thing to be a DJ, but it's a lot of work.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to do this episode with you guys, especially because I had my friends and stuff, and give people the idea like there's a lot that goes into that. It's not just a hobby thing. Like it's a passion, obviously, but it's a lot of work that goes into it.
It's a passion. It's a crazy journey to be a DJ, and you have to. It's hard at the same time, mentally too, because sometimes you have friends, and then they're also DJs too as well, and then sometimes it comes to a crossroad, and then a lot of friends and relationships get ended becoming DJs. A lot of friends, like friendships, and because of like the music, this industry.
Yeah, for sure.
Egos get high. A lot of people egos like they
It's a big thing. Eh?
Yeah, it's a big thing, man.
It's a big thing he touched on, because even within this whole Twitch thing and streaming, like you said, even your friends are DJs, right?
Yeah.
So like Jay has a show every Wednesday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Right? Now, I don't want to go do a show Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. because I don't want to step on his
Because
toes.
then you're
You know what I mean? So you always gotta keep those little things in mind,
For sure, for sure.
Like, especially like we were just talking about how hard it is. Like being a DJ and for me like working a full-time job.
That's another thing.
Balancing the two
it's
has
hard.
been
It's hard.
super tough, man.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Like I'm not home being able to like make mixes and do all these things because I'm outside 8 a.m. all the way till like 7 p.m. sometimes. You know, and I come home and I'm
Probably drained.
drained. You know what I mean? But you still got to do it. You know, it's effort and time and all that stuff will pay off.
That's what I'm
So-
saying. Like, it's amazing to see, like, because you guys both obviously have a full-time job and stuff, and still make that time to, you know,
Yeah.
think back. Because you guys know, like, if you stop posting even just a couple of days, or you know,
Mhm.
don't promote as much, your following goes down
Mhm.
right there.
Yeah.
Your followers still say they just tend to just forget about you. They'll just
Yeah.
they'll forget about like you, and then the other person that's keeping them entertained will be in their vision.
Yeah,
You know?
and then they'll probably go into somebody else if they're not.
Yeah. And like I will say this too. There's like this, like I said, going back to like this industry being like cutthroat and stuff. There's enough food for everybody to eat.
Yeah.
You know, there's never like a there shouldn't be cutthroat. There shouldn't be anything to be cutthroat. There shouldn't be like egos on top of egos and stuff like that. But there's enough food to go around. You know,
Mhm.
and once people understand that and they humble themselves and stuff to do those things. You know,
Yeah.
you can eat, I can eat, we both can eat together. You know,
Yeah.
why kill? Why
Yeah,
why
why
do
get,
that? Yeah,
like,
why
personal with it,
get
like,
personal
you know?
about it? You know, oh shucks, that person's doing something on that date. I'm gonna throw a party the same day too, and then you know, kill
compete, yeah.
kill that person's party. But I get it though. It happens though in this industry,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes it's not like personal.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like they're doing this to make money, so like there's always gonna be competition, and sometimes competition is actually good, you know,
It's good,
because
yeah.
it drives you to
try
to do better, you know.
Yeah. And I think
Well,
sometimes it's not even personal. But
Yeah, sometimes personal, but some people they take it as personal, and like
Yeah.
sometimes you shouldn't take it as personal, but some people, like I said, egos fly and say, you know. But sometimes I feel like everybody just take a come back, chill out for a second, you know, humble out, and just say, all right, like you know, like there's no need for fighting to happen here, like, you know.
Sharing is caring, man. That's-
Sharing is
That's all
Exactly.
it
The
is.
teacher in
Yeah.
kindergarten, bro.
Like,
Yeah,
you know,
sharing
like
is caring.
something simple like that.
It's
Sharing is caring.
yeah, man. It's like, you know, like you obviously want your friends to succeed in whatever they do, and if he's not a DJ or if he's taking photos or doing podcasts
Yeah.
or something, right? If he's your boy, or you know, you want them to succeed in whatever they're doing,
You
right?
support them
So-
regardless.
Yeah,
Yeah.
support them regardless, right? So
It's you always see these posts nowadays on Instagram. It's $0 to support any
Yeah.
local business or your DJ friends,
Yeah.
especially. Just make a post or repost or
yeah, repost.
that's all.
yeah.
That's all.
That's
it
all
takes.
it is, and it helps a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Man. Like I've
Yeah,
seen that for myself.
it helps a lot, right? And if anybody would ask me to repost something, I always do it. You know, it comes back to like being humble, man.
Mhm.
Being
Yeah.
humble in this industry.
But you'd actually be surprised
Yeah,
who doesn't. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like you
Yeah.
thought, this is my boy or whatever. But like I act like something simple, like just a repost or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah.
Repost,
But sometimes
yeah.
it doesn't
You
happen.
have you
know?
you have an event or something. You tell them, hey, can we all post at a certain time?
Mhm.
That person does not post,
Yeah, it just makes you like.
right? And you're just like,
Like who do I have in my circle around?
yeah, who's
right now?
who's like you're really my friend,
Mhm.
you know? Why wouldn't you just
Yeah, because I'm not.
be a
not
team
starting,
player? You know, why don't you just
Yeah.
be a team player kind of thing? You know?
Because it's like I'm pretty sure like if
Yeah.
you were to if they would ask 100%, you'll do it. You know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yo,
100%.
if anybody were to ask me, yo, it's my birthday or like it was my event or something like that, and it's you know,
Yeah.
like, can you repost the flyer? Like they're like, yeah, no, I would do no problem,
Yeah.
right? I have no problem with that.
It's kind of sad when you see like.
It is sad at the same time because like egos and like a lot of friendships get burned
Mm-hmm.
when it was it's just simple and just just so simple.
simple communication.
But, like,
Simple communication could be, you know.
That's how it goes, right?
That's how it goes. Like,
yeah,
like
in the industry,
in the industry,
Yeah.
there's
the
always
positive and the negatives, right?
Yeah.
so like I tend not to let that affect
Mhm.
me or like, you know, that anybody around me in that circle. Like,
Exactly. Just keep your business. You
yeah,
know,
keep
your
it.
true friends will always
just
stand
keep it
out,
real,
you know?
man. Just keep it real. That's it. Just keep it real.
The good will always come for you, bro. And
Yeah.
whatever's meant for you,
Yeah, 100%. No, 100%. Honestly, I'm happy for whatever it is.
good shit, man.
Yeah, man.
Well, we'll talk about a lot, eh?
Yeah, like it's been like
What
what,
time is it now?
12:30? Jeez. Well, you guys can edit this part out, right?
Yeah,
No? Oh shit.
Yeah, just keep going, whatever, it's fine. What do you
Doesn't
guys feel like? What else you want to talk about?
What else can we talk about?
Rrayzuh, good, right? Alright.
You want to jump in, bro?
Rrayzuh full of janky food, man. He's ready for bed. He's eating up part
Yeah, Rrayzuh's always that guy that got Palm Palace.
Yeah.
Whenever he sees you, he just tap you. You know, down.
Punch it down, too.
I wish I recorded one this time, bro.
You should
So nice, though.
interview him next year.
Yeah, I already told
The
him. We already
musical
planned it.
genius and
He-
Oh,
photographer.
yo, bro. Yeah. This guy can master on the piano, bro.
Yeah,
Whenever I see your videos, guys, I'm like, yo, bro.
it's so sick.
bro.
Yeah. Make sure to check out his stuff too, guys. I'm gonna put that in the thing at the end. But
You
You
guys,
guys are taking this instruments right now?
yeah, I did.
played drums.
I was in a band, yo.
Oh, really? What?
Yeah, I was in a band. I was in a chutney band, fam.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
dog.
Wait, we gotta talk about this.
Me and Terry G in the line. Yeah, I'm joking. No, well, I was in a band. Big up Omation, the wave band. Right, yeah, I was a drummer and a keyboardist there. Yeah, it was good. It was fun. It was a fun couple of years, yeah, man.
Nice.
Going on tour, went to Texas and a few other places. New York, played in shows there.
Oh, wicked,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, man.
That's actually sick. You know, like speaking of that band thing, like I remember when I was young, my dad, I guess he saw me like into music,
Yeah.
so he's like came up to me one day. He's like, "Yo, you should join a band." But like, I was young. I didn't really think about like soca bands and chutney bands. I'm thinking about rock band. And
Yeah.
no knock to the music, but
Yeah, yeah.
Xbox,
That's
what?
what- yeah.
Rockstar?
Rock band.
I
Yeah.
was like, yo, I
Rock
don't want
band?
to be in a rock band, bro. Like,
Yeah.
you know. But now that I think about it, it's like, yo, I should have took that opportunity and learned to, you know, an instrument or two, you know.
Yeah.
But I was just young and stupid.
Well, like, yeah,
Same.
growing up, like, my dad was he sings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he used to sing and then play harmonium, and he always taught me to go play drum. But I'd actually never learned to play dolak or tabla or anything like that. I should just knock whatever comes to my mind. It's not a beat, I just knock whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then from there, I progressed, played, went to school, learned to play steel pan.
Nice.
Cedarbury. I went to Cedarbury. I'm just East End, so you guys probably know what that is.
So, yeah.
Yeah, okay. We got to the Scarborough Mountains.
Yes, Scarborough Mountain.
We're in the nose of Cedarbury. We had a steel pan class. Right? So if you don't want to take music and blow trumpet and all that kind of thing and play band music,
Yeah.
you can go to steel pan class. So then play music and music theory from steel pan. So I learned there, and then I started playing steel pan, and I picked up the drums, started playing drums, started taking piano lessons.
Nice, man.
Yeah. Started taking piano lessons.
So you still got all that like with you today, like the know-how.
Yeah. I can right now. I obviously like I'm a little rusty. On the drums, I should be fine. On the piano, fingers don't work. How do you
Yes.
work? You know. I can pluck out chords and stuff. If you tell me to find a song or something, I can find out. I can find chords and know like all my chords and riffs and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, man, this it was a different experience to play for different kind of artists and stuff. Going to band practice and going through like a song list and how like a band operates with live music and like sequenced music.
It's cool to learn.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool.
And actually helps you now, like, you know.
Yeah, with technology and stuff, with like any kind of like technology with musical technology stuff, like all that stuff. I'm pretty good with that stuff. But anything else is. It was good. It was different. It was actually different vibes. But it got in between my DJing because I think I was supposed to play on a boat ride, and there was a chutney show the same day, and I was hoping like I came back and run to the chutney show, but I couldn't make the boat ride, and like it was called another booking too. I couldn't take because I was playing. Now there were some solid bookings,
Yeah.
and I wanted to take them, right? But I couldn't because like I'm the drummer for the band. If I don't show up, the band can't play, right? At least like if I don't show up to this party, another DJ will take the slot.
Yeah.
So I had to make a decision: band music or DJ. And I chose DJ because like majority of my friends like pick up all my boys, Doob, Shy, Z, AKX, who else? Well, that's who I grew up with. Like, like the circle. Menace, Junior Menace, they got the Menace. Kevin Seep. Yeah, man, those guys. So you choose to align with your friends.
Yeah.
Instead of
At
a
the end of the
bunch of old man or ass. Right, so.
Well, the experience you learn, right? Like,
Yeah, it was all experiences there. Honestly, it was a great experience to be honest. To go to New York or something. Go to New York a few times. Went to Houston. I never went ever in my. I would never ever in my life think I was going to Houston just to go play music.
Yeah.
And this is in band?
Yeah, this is in band.
That's crazy.
For cool people in Houston, like, you know, like.
How old are you when this happened?
This I was That's a good question, buddy.
Man's like, you remember that time? Well, how does it go?
2010?
American Pie?
Like 10,
Yeah.
12 years ago.
12 years ago.
So I'd be like 21. 21.
I was trying to think of the scene you're thinking about too.
Yeah, I think I had to be 21, 22. And it's so jokes. Big up to Sanjay. There was a one chutney in the park that I was playing at. I was playing the keyboards at the chutney in the park.
And he's on the stage?
Sanjay's on the stage. Sanjay had more to dance on the stage, guy. And then you see me in the background just playing rhythm on the keyboards.
Oh shit.
And Sanjay's ready as him in his red pants or something. Yeah, more than that. Big double.
Guy,
double. Yeah.
That made us from many memories.
Yeah. And there's jokes too because like I didn't know who he was and he didn't know who I was, and then look today now.
Mm-hmm.
All friends and stuff.
All friends, yeah. Crazy. Yeah, good.
How it works.
Crazy experience.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I never played a band or any instruments.
I felt kind of cool though to actually go leave to get booked in Houston. They put you up in a nice hotel, you know, you're just living that rock star life, but we're not really. It's not really a rock star life, but
yeah,
you're in that. You know that you're like, yo, shucks, somebody wants to hear us play at their event. Food, everything's paid for. Ride, pick us up, and
you remember what songs you guys played?
Yeah, it was Omish. I wish to say, yeah. I was just trying. Yeah. And it was crazy. It was like during like October time. So it was a little chilly actually, but it was still vibes. Crazy though how like Houston is compared to Toronto. Yeah, but yeah, big up to Houston, man.
That's a dope experience, bro. To have.
Yeah, that was one of the crazy experiences. Yeah, like traveling with my snare in my snare in my carry on. I don't want to wait to mash it up.
So you still have it? I'm assuming like down
like my drum kit.
Yeah.
No, I gave it away. I gave it away to a guy named Devin.
Yeah.
He is like Rrayzuh know who he is. He's like a musical genius guy.
Oh shit.
He has his own tabla store and everything.
Oh wow.
And he needed a drummer. So he needed a drum. So like I was like to help those who needed it, right? So I gave him my drum kit. Plus it was taking too much space up.
That's usually what it is, right?
Yeah. I was taking too much space up. And I can't play it. Like before time I had it just to practice, like going through whenever we had to go out in the band.
Yeah.
And like, all right, go through the rolls or go through like the fills, whatever you have to do. I'll practice. But now, like, because I'm not in the band now, when we can practice?
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, I just left it down and continue the DJing.
Did you guys teach yourself how to DJ and stuff?
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I would say yes. Yeah, I definitely did. Like I remember everything in my starting years so like vividly. Like I remember when I got my set. Big up to Showtime. Remember you know Showtime?
Yeah.
Big up to Chris.
Big
Showtime.
Them,
we were cool at that time, and you know, like I got my set, and I think I called him on some video call somehow, and you know he was helping me set up the set, whatever, and then boom, end, and then I just started messing around. I don't even know if it sounded good, if it sounded bad, but whatever. I just did my thing, and then I got a shout out Jeff, man. You know, like he used to have a show called Kickstart Fridays, right?
Shout out Jeff.
And then, you know, he invited me to go, and I used to go and, you know, learn a 1-2 thing, definitely, you know? Like, playing on 1200s and shit. Like, I didn't know too much until that point. You know, he would teach me, okay, like, you know, this, that. So that sort of learning on turntables definitely came from, like, Kickstart Fridays and Jeff, you know?
Yeah.
So big up him on that. And, yeah, in general, like, mixing, though, like, it just came from all ear, I think.
That's
Definitely.
crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
For me, it was like I said, starting in the basement or whatever it is, but actually hearing CDs of other DJs, how they played music, and how like you know, then you catch on. Then learning music theory about like 8 bars, 16 bars, you know, the chorus, the verse, and whatnot. You catch on these. Okay, everybody's always mixing on the chorus.
Right.
Yeah. Majority of the time, you're mixing a song as you're mixing on the chorus or the hook. Some people would say. So then you realize, okay, it sounds a lot better to mix it on the chorus than to mix it on a random area.
Yeah.
And then you realize the beginning of a song is like usually 8 bars, 4 bars, 16 bars, depending if it's house or something. The majority soca. Majority, if it's soca and stuff, it's majority time it's 8 bars.
Yeah.
Right. Dancehall and reggae, sometimes it's like 90s, sometimes it's 4. Right. So after listening to music, listening, take it in, and you catch on these things, you know.
Yeah.
Then you hear the mixes and stuff. Then AKX was the guy. He's like the godfather that showed all of us the DJ. Big up to Andrew, man. AKX.
Big up.
So, and he was a part of Paradise the Max. So back in the day. So that was like AK Spins. Dilly was a part of it. Big up to Dilly.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tiptronic was a part of it at a point.
Big up.
There's one more chap, yo. Dev. Well, these are all guys are in the past now. But yeah, big up to AK. So basically, we used to have a lot of family parties.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Like legit, it was like 2 times a month. Like we used to go by somebody's house in the basement and like full on like house jam.
Yeah.
And AK is the one that's spinning. And then there was AK, and then there's me. And me would come. I would call my CD binder, and at the time AK was now with Serato, and we're using not even Pioneers. We're using like Newmark sets like the CDN 88s or 88s. Yeah, it's some old technology. Not even Pioneers weren't even in the picture. And yeah, we learned from there, going to house parties, playing at house parties. And everybody became DJs.
Yeah.
Because everybody had there's a lot of guys there, so it was me. First it was like AK, then it was Dupe's older brother Anthony, rest in peace. It was him, then it was me, then Dupe's, then like Shy, that I brought Shy and Z in.
Yeah.
Right, I met Z at one of those house parties.
Oh shit.
And then we ended up going to the same high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, it was crazy. And we started skipping high school. This is where the part gets kind of crazy. Like, we used to skip high school, like me and Z. Right, Chai wasn't a DJ as yet, so it was just me and Z go back home by his house.
Yeah.
And like legit skip the whole afternoon. So you go to first period, second period, go to lunch. So
So it'd be like lunch from like.
Yeah, lunch and then skip third and fourth, and then go DJ at Z's house. Right, and back in the day, it was like Z was on like I just got Serato, and Z was still using like virtual DJ with a Torque converter, and with a Toshiba laptop.
Big up Toshiba.
Because Toshiba, yo. Right, and yo, we used to skip every single day, legit every single day, and then like yo, it was bad to the point that like teachers are like, yo, what's going on? Like, are you gonna miss school? So we thought of a great system, which actually was pretty great. We would go sign in as late and not go to class. So it shows that we were there, but we just showed up late. So we did that for
change the system.
Yeah. We tried that system out, and like, yo, it legit like saved us. So nobody's got phone calls or anything like that in high school. And yeah, we just go back to Z's house and just DJ.
They would call if you miss how many. Like,
yeah. I think there was like for the whole semester we had like 70 something late or something. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, bro. It was ridiculous. And then afterwards then Shy got DJing, so Shy started skipping too. So and Shy.
So you're just a bad influence.
Yeah. I kind of messed up a lot of people's lives. But yeah, so and then like we're in there grade 11, grade 12, and we had to take like a class, and like Shy and I were in the same age, so we're like, yo, what class can we take so we can skip together kind of vibe, right? So it was health class. So it's just health class. We're not going to health class. I passed all my class, so I had a spare. I could fail one class. So all right, we're not going to health class. So like, and it was right before lunch too. So like, get to school, go to health, sign to health class, and then go to Z's house and spin. Then we'll go to Shy's house and spin. And then, if sometimes too, if my parents are not home, go to my house and spend. Very rarely though, because I live further away. Yeah. But yeah, man, just going to skip to school, DJing, and perfect the craft.
Yeah, I did the exact same thing. Like I totally missed like a lot of my younger days. Like I started with Daniel. His name was DJ Tunda, and then that guy named Ashton, which was Mr. Stunner. Mm-hmm. So we formed kind of this group called EXS, right? So I met Ashton in high school, and like I was DJing at that time, or just starting to, and I guess I saw he was too, and we kind of formed this friendship, and yeah, that's how we started DJing together and formed this whole group and whatnot. And yeah, we used to skip enough just to go to his house and DJ, bro. Like I would, worse than him, I would even sign in late, bro. I'm like skipping full days, bro. Like it was bad, but whatever.
Honestly, the music stuff actually like saved me too. Like I was like going through high school, I was like a West Indian kid. The first intention is just to skip, go to the next school and drink rum all day. And that was it, man. Like grade 9 I was a good kid. Grade 10 was like the outbreak. Grade 10 I was like liming everywhere. Yo, you can catch me at West Hill, the next school in the East End. Right, you catch me.
That was the best when you skip to see gal.
Go see gal. Go drink with some gal in some park over there, and it's just like you're just liming, just not going to school, and just at the time I was not really DJing, like really like putting like time in.
Yeah.
I when I go home I play around whatever it is, but didn't take it really that serious. And then started drinking, liming with some wrong kind of people, and then like. One day you just there was like a car accident I was in, and I was like after that I was like never again, not chilling with these people again. And from there I started looking more into music, and yeah, man, it came all positive. Except for the skipping part of it. instead of skipping, and like I passed out in schools and school like playgrounds like just because we drink too much rum. We're just there like I remember we went to my boy's house somewhere in Ajax, right, and like. We drink. Was Bacardi Gold, right? And then Lakeport because it was cheap beer. Kids in high school didn't have that money.
Yeah.
So you get by 23, you get 24. $23 and you get 24 in the case.
Jeez, bro.
Yeah,
like that?
Yeah, bro. You sport hard, bro.
I was skipping, but like I was playing ball. Honestly, like as crazy as it sounds, like it's obviously a stupid dream I had. But before, like DJing started. Like I was playing ball heavy. Like my dream was to be like, obviously very far fetched, but it was to be in the NBA.
I feel like when you have that passion, like most, like all of us wanted to like Yeah,
and then like I remember me and my boy at the time, Charles. Like we would just skip, play ball. When school's done, like do our homework quick, play ball. Like it was just ball. Like he was drinking rum. Like,
I was legit like
I was gonna play ball.
We were like, okay, 3 o'clock's coming up. All right, shit, my parents coming home. All right, let's chug this 2-4 right now.
Yeah, man.
Let's chug this 2-4 and then drinking and go home drunk, crowd.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I would got licks, bro. Like,
yeah, but yeah, we got drunk. We drank out, and then some man told us, yo, if you drink milk, it sobers you up. So he opened his man fridge now. You drink all the man milk. Yo, because we gotta sober up because I think something happened or something. So we had to touch.
Does that actually work though? Like I've heard it.
I have no idea. I can't remember that day.
I gotta try the theory out.
We gotta try that. To get drunk and start drinking.
When they open up, we gotta try that.
Get drunk and start drinking.
Hey, got any milk in the fridge?
No, imagine that, eh?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Ask me for milk. What?
I don't know what happened, yo. I don't know, man. It was just like I said. It was just chilling with the wrong group of people, yo. And big up those people who they're doing good things in their life too. They made a change and stuff.
You're young. You're young.
Yeah, you're young.
Yeah,
But like, don't like after that accident I was in.
Yeah, what really brought me to DJing, to be honest, is like obviously I was all about ball. Like, everything was ball.
Yeah.
I didn't care about nothing else. Like legit. And then I remember it was my brother got married. So this is August. Like I can't remember how long ago. But the day after. So it's August 27th now, right? And you don't play ball, your family members, cousins, always talk shit, right?
Yeah.
And always, fuck you up, all this shit. I'm like, okay, let's play, bro, like, And I thought I was pretty damn good, so I'm there talking my shit too, backing it up. So on the day now, all the families over, obviously big, families over, the wedding just happened and shit, you know how it goes with West Indians. So yeah, whole family's over now, and my cousin's like, "Yo, let's go play." I'm like, "All right, bro, they'll see you one time."
Yeah.
So I was giving him the work. I'm not gonna lie.
So you got smacked down. you got mashed up.
And then I went up for a layup, and like when you're playing on the road, like all the pebbles and shit, like it's very slippery, right? So I slipped and dislocated my knee.
Jeez.
Oh, shit.
And
The game humbled you.
yeah,
Jeez.
and that's when like my dreams was like
So you took
became reality.
you took an injury.
Yeah.
Here.
And then obviously I couldn't be running and shit, so I was just home. And that's when DJing really, really became dominant in my life.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That's sick, man. That's crazy, yo.
And it happened twice. Dislocated my knee one time, and then the second time was dislocate my knee and then tore my ligament. Yeah. So now I was like,
still
all right.
play ball like
Man
after.
has more injured than some players out there, yo.
But I love ball. Like up to now, like obviously due to COVID, I'm not able to play. But
Yeah, we've
Rashawn
been playing,
knows, like,
man.
We play hard, bro. You know.
People, there was one time
Yo,
when
I was never into ball at all.
there was one time when there was a guy who wasn't like talking shit to us, but he was trying to like show us up, right?
Yeah.
So it was like shout out to who used to book it, because it was like a whole bunch of
your boys.
no, it was one of the DJs, bro. Remember?
Oh, yeah?
Remember at Soccer Center.
Okay.
It was
oh yes,
you know what I'm
yes,
talking about, right?
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of DJs like they're just trying to stay. They were trying to stay in shape. So they used to just I can't remember who used to.
It was
Caribbean
Randy.
Weekly used to book it, right?
And Randy.
And Randy, they used to think it, yeah. Shout out to them, bro. So they used to book it, and we always just go just for fun. Like it wasn't to do anything serious, whatever. And I always told Randy, like, try to keep it with just us, because you start bringing other people on the thing, they take it a little too serious.
Yeah.
So
You're gonna tell a story, aren't you?
yeah. So there was one time, this one guy came in. Me and Fawaz never been on team. We would always play against each other. So we finally got to be on the same team. And this one guy shows up, right? Seemed like a nice guy. He hailed us up, everything. Oh, nice to meet you, bro. Good. We're like, all right, yo, nice guy, humble thing. So the first game was, we're playing it, whatever. Shots went, we win the first game. Second game happened. And all of a sudden, this man's like, all right, yo, I'm gonna guard this guy.
Yeah.
So I think he's like, I'm like, oh shit, he's one of those guys. Like he's gonna start, try harder now, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he started to guard me for a little bit, and he was like a lot more pushy and shoving. Like, yo, who the hell? Calm down, bro. Like, it's just a thing, right? And I passed the ball, and then Fawaz started to I think Fawaz hit like 3 or 4 shots straight. He's like, nah, I'm gonna guard this guy now. So the whole game, he's like slapping and fouling, but we're not calling it because we're just like, it was like light fouls in a sense, but it was just like everybody just play for fun. He like tricky shooting, do stupidness. Like it wasn't that serious. It was just entertaining, right? So.
But I like me, because I love ball and I love playing it. Like I love the fact that, he got mad and he's like, "Yo, I'm gonna D you up," and I like it. Yeah, like I play pick up ball with like random guys. You know what I mean? And
how serious it gets.
It gets real serious, bro. Like you don't know them personally, but they'll get in your damn face. Yeah. And like me, I like that. Like
that's kind of what I grew up on.
Yeah.
That's the same thing I grew up on, even though they just fucking pushed me aside.
Yeah, legit, bro. Like I said, like before DJing happened, like when me and Charles, my boy at the time, we legit said like we're gonna get better this summer, and we used to go to the gym. Yeah, we used to go to the gym and we used to play like against mans our age now, but we were like 13, 14, right? And we used to just work and like to the point where the mans are telling us like, yo, keep working, because like we were actually pretty good. Yeah, you know what I mean?
People actually noticed that you guys are actually pretty good. Yeah.
And that's your brother's wedding, you got humbled.
Yeah, injured up.
For all your family too, they're like, oh, Fawaz.
The game will always be humbling.
Oh, shucks.
But
I was humbling you at the wrong moment, yo.
Well, it was life, man.
Yeah, that thing was actually a real thing. Like it's still till this day, like like it. Like I look back at it, I'm like, ball actually kind of saved me from doing a lot of stupid shit. Especially like growing up, I didn't like my dad was around and stuff. Like shout out to him. He made the most, because like obviously my parents were like separated and stuff. So like I didn't know how to like deal with certain things. Like my mom, you could talk to and stuff, but like it's kind of hard to talk when you're a guy, especially.
Yeah,
right?
100%. Yeah.
So most of the time you lean on your friends. I was happy that I was surrounded by. Like my friends were just surrounded by basketball. That's all they loved. So it was a good energy to be around. Because remember, my life could have probably turned out a lot worse. Like
bro, like I'm not saying my area is some like hardcore gang shit. Like no, but like in that time, for whatever reason, there was like this whole Crip shit going on, right? Yeah. So, and like I had friends whose brothers were like involved in it heavy,
Yeah, for sure.
But basketball, especially for me, was like the one thing that always saved it. Was like, because in my area there's a little catwalk, and if you cross this catwalk, you're in this Crip neighborhood now, right? And depending if they know you were
Where you live?
yeah. Might as well ask you where you
Not combined.
where you from.
Where you live?
So like, I'd be afraid to cross it because like I don't want to get in shit. But then I would walk by because it would always be like, yo, that's a kid that's good at ball. You know what I mean?
You're in that
So
respect.
you always got that pass.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, ball definitely I would say saved me from a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know. So
What do you say for you, buddy? Wrong?
yeah, that's just
Yeah,
I can
honestly,
do for it there, buddy.
yeah. Honestly, back in the days, just honestly skip school and just check around. Lime, check Gallo, different high school. Yeah, just honestly, yeah, different kind of vibes.
It's crazy how much has changed it.
Yeah.
Like it's,
And I was always the guy with the car too. That's like.
yeah, that's the thing. You had obviously in the car and stuff. So that's probably another thing that you probably like leaned a lot towards too, was like cars and stuff.
Yeah. The hobby was always there. Like I was into racing and all those things. Like, I used to race go karts when I was younger. Yeah, it was good vibes, man. Good vibes.
Has the car scene changed? Like
The car scene is horrible now because don't get me
Don't get
started.
started on that.
Open those that kind of worms. I'll get angry and start yelling at these cameras like, guys, stop doing burnouts on the road.
The Runa thing, yeah.
Yeah. They ruin the thing. Yeah. So nowadays it's hard to have a modified.
They tried
car.
to do it was a couple of weeks ago and it didn't work out because they freaking
Yeah. So these I don't know, these group of guys, they have just no respect for the thing. They just like hooligan shit.
Mm.
Right? And it's actually guys that like us that like want to appreciate these guys' cars, but they go in the middle of the intersection and do burnouts, they shut it
They do
down,
stupid
and
shit.
they do stupid shit like that. Like
And bring
people
notice.
can get hurt and stuff. Yeah. And then recently on the news they had like they put like a ring of fire. And
Oh, shit.
they put they took gasoline, they made a ring around it, and there's a guy in the middle of this donut doing donuts, and like he got charged. Yeah, he got charged and everything. But the funny thing is, like he's a kid, he's a youth. He had mommy and daddy to bail him out, and he's like, yo, I'm out, I'm just chilling in the streets. Yeah, thanks, mommy and daddy. There's a video of it on like Facebook.
Yeah, lucky there.
And like privilege, bro, like this privilege, these kids, like like, and it sucks because like now for you having a modified car now. A cop will just look at you like that. It's like, oh yeah, he's probably a part of those guys there.
Instantly.
Yeah, right. So like in the nighttime too, like I try to like not drive like an idiot. I actually don't drive like an idiot.
Yeah.
I drive like grandpa, some people say.
Yeah, nice car. You got to make sure too. Is just especially because the way that people have left the industry now, you can't obviously take that chance to think because you're 9 times out of 10 you're probably gonna get pulled over.
Yeah, honestly, like when I leave the house, I'm always like, okay, make sure I have my wallet on me for sure.
Yeah.
Right? Because the last thing you want is somebody to like, okay, pull over here. Okay, pop this. Oh, this is illegal. Oh, you're supposed to have this. Oh, show me this, show me that. It's just a hassle. So you try not to get pulled over. So you want to make sure all your documents is up to date. Yo.
Yeah, I wasn't much into car scene. I just wanted a nice car and let me drive.
Yeah. I only started to learn about it maybe like the past couple of years when I got my car. But even then, like I still, like I like to learn about it, like
Well, like my dad was into cars at first. Like, see, we had a body shop.
Yeah.
Body and slash mechanic shop. Mostly body shop. So like, cars was I always used to go hang at the shop when I was a kid, and I was like 6 or 7 years old at the time.
Yeah.
So that's the love of cars came from there. And after growing up, Dad still liked cars. And he got into racing in Guyana, like in like the early 2000s. And he started racing in Guyana, which the car was a Mazda RX-7. Why I like the RX-7s.
That's it.
Right, now it makes sense.
Makes sense, right? So growing up with that, all you hear is like RX-7, Mazda RX-7, and rotaries and this and that. And that's why growing up now, that's the car that like everybody talked about, and like seeing what it can do on the track was crazy.
Yeah.
That's why I own one today.
That's a cool story. I didn't know that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Growing up, yeah. But now it's like you can't even really drive it because like you're just scared to see like a cop car.
I was just gonna ask, like, how do you feel about like in Toronto and driving on like souped up cars and like really fast cars? Are you able to like push it?
Not in Toronto, not really. Like like I take it to the track to be honest. Like so, I go to Cayuga or like Chandlerville or just track days or whatever, and I take it and I have fun there. Like actually, the car opens up, does like you see what the car can do, whatever it is. And like after that day of like ripping the car, going on the drag strip, you can take it to the circuit, whatever you do. Like You're content. You're happy. You want to go home now and just you're happy. But the street racing stuff, like I've been to like the runs and stuff, like the underground like runs, like they don't advertise anything. They wear masks. Like you can't even tell like who they are, what kind of people they are. They have like different kind. They race near the airport, like the real underground like street racing, not like not these takeover guys.
Yeah, guys who try to be.
The guys are in the middle of the intersection shutting it down and doing donuts in their mom's car. Like it's not these guys. These are actually guys that are like the real underground street racing thing. Yeah. So yeah, I went to I had a Golf at the time. I don't want to drive no fancy car. I don't want to get pulled over. So let me go see. My boy messaged me. He's like, yo, the runs are going down. You down to come? I'm like, alright, I'm going. So we pack up the car with my boys. We go near to the airport. And there's a group of guys, and then it was a guy in like a Civic and like a Tegra. It was an Integra and like a CRX. Both fully built, like crazy amount of power. Way more power than what's can handle on the streets. Went to one area, got busted. Cops came. It was like scatteration. Can't use helicopters because it was near the airport.
Yeah.
So we went to a second location. Busted again, yo. Busted again. And then we went to the third location, was just the highway poles. So they block off the highway. So they slowed, like the group of them, they slowed the traffic down. They locked up on all the lanes. They slowed the traffic down, and the two cars went up. Wow. And they just went for it, yo. That was crazy. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah. They hold back the whole of the 401, yo. This was like 2-3 o'clock in the morning. It's not really that busy.
That busy anyways, yeah.
But still, just to hold up that traffic and go.
That's crazy, man.
But like the underground scene, like obviously, like I'm not really a guy that condones like street racing and
yeah, for sure,
right? Because I lost friends through street racing, or like not racing, just driving fast on the road. Right. But to see how like organized and how safely they did it, like to stop the 401, some people were like, yo, you race and you can dodge between cars, and whoever reaches at the end wins. Like, but to pull that back, to hold the traffic back for them to go have a nice clean run, it's all right. Like,
that's pretty sick. I wouldn't mind like witnessing that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to be behind the traffic, but
yeah. I was lucky. I was like wait when these guys need my Golf was like two color. My bumper was black and my car was like purple or some kind of blue. And my winter cars, I was just there, just like what's going on? Trying to be like no nice car. Just police pull you over. I'm trying to go home, sir. Yeah. Need my Golf here. Like
put on your nice little respectful tone.
Hello, officer. How are you?
How's your night going?
How's your night going? Yeah, that's it. How's your night going?
Man.
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta.
Definitely, I want to be like something I want to experience. Cause I've been to like a couple car meets and stuff. And obviously, just car meets, and even then, always have some stripping.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Let's say if you go to a car meet now. Like I've been to car meets when I was younger and stuff, and I used to love going to them like every single week.
Yeah.
But then, these guys would do a two-step, which is like they'll just basically rev their car. And it'll create like a crazy amount of noise, and then cops will come, and then because it sounds like gunshots. It sounds like gunshots, and cops will come and shut it down, and like people are racing out in the streets. It's just like I don't know.
That's what you expect is gonna happen, right?
Yeah. It's
the
like
cops gotta do their job, and
yeah, the cops gotta do their job. If you're acting like hooligans, and this
put you in the police.
Yeah, you're dip out, It sucks because a lot of meets and stuff like got ruined because of the guys coming in. They see people and like, oh, I want to show off, and just and just.
I think I've been to one like Heartland. You know where Heartland is?
Heartland.
Yeah. I've been to one like.
That's like Christopher Team area, no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That same exact parking lot. They had a big car meet. And I think I just went just to look, just to see, and then. It got shut down. And people are peeling out their cars like heavy because the cops are coming, and I'm just like, yo, like I'm just here, man. Like, But that's how it goes, I guess.
It's crazy because I didn't realize until I got to high school it was like how big the car scene was. Like before I always thought it was just like midnight club. Like I thought it was just like maybe it's just the games.
No, honestly, man, it's big, man. The car scene over here in Toronto is big, but it's dying because of these guys here that's doing it. Everybody's going underground, meaning like. Just laying low, keeping their circle close, but there's no car meets and car shows like that. I think it's a thing in the past. They'll still have it, but like
it won't be the same.
It won't be the same like how it used to be. Like I remember like when used to go to like it was Kennedy Commons at the time in the East End.
Yeah.
It was nobody promoted it. Nobody, there's nothing. You just come with your car, lime, chill, drink your coffee, and then go home.
As simple as that.
Simple as that. But then these guys start bringing in beer now. So when they leave the property now, they see a bunch of empty beer bottles and pick up your trash, man. Like, come on, bro. No, come on. If you want to drink your beer and stand easy, bro. But at least like take your trash home, like,
it's not that
or
hard.
put it in the bin.
They put it right there.
Yeah, they left it in the parking lot, and then they start cussing up. Oh, they shut us down. Like,
yeah, you're part of the problem.
You think the
Exactly.
business owners wants like a 6-pack of Heineken just chilling there? No.
Exactly. You're doing it for yourself, right?
Like, yeah, they don't want that. They think you want that. They want to have burnout marks on their pavement. No.
That's the thing. People don't take it take for their actions.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
They don't
tripping.
hold themselves accountable.
It's tripping. Like you don't own the property, man. Like, people have their businesses here.
Exactly.
They want it to be clean. They don't want it to be dirty. So why would you drink? Like, why would
It's
you
the
drink?
same if you were trying to like book a venue, like do like an outdoor event. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
And if you've seen that, you probably be like, why the hell?
Why? It's somebody with their family or somebody coming in here and they want to go support this business now. Oh, there's like a 6-pack of Heineken down there and like beer cans all over the place, and then the owner of that lot has to pay somebody to clean up that lot.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Mm.
So that got shut down numerous times, and now there's like you go there and they can get a ticket for loitering. So that's shut down. Then another one in Vaughan popped up. It was called Rrayzuh. That was a crazy one too. That was a crazy meet.
I think that's the one I went to in Harlem.
Yeah. Rrayzuh, they did a bunch because at first they did at like Highway 7 and like Weston area.
Yeah, I went to one that was.
Yeah,
there.
that was like one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
That went on for like a good amount of time.
Yeah.
Cops did bother you if you did something stupid, but like, yeah, it was good. It wasn't bad, but then as the years progressed, it got worse and worse and worse. But yeah, man, there's some car meets out there that happen on a Sunday during the day. It's called Cars and Coffee.
Mm.
Right, and it's honestly just a bunch of older guys.
Probably have a lot more respect too for the thing. They don't care.
Oh yeah, they just park up and admire and just have coffee. It was legit, and it's all like properly built cars. No like guy running winter tires in the middle of July with a black bumper, like, with just some exhaust, just revving the shit out of his car, and we're just hoping it blows up. No, it's like properly built cars that you barely ever get to see.
Yeah.
And they have it at like near Dufferin in like 407 area, I think. That's what the shop is. It's called Engineering Automotive, I think. EA. And yeah, it's a great shop. They have like 17 hoists, and now all they do is like high-end cars.
That's crazy.
But yeah, like the hooligan stuff don't happen because it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
Who the hell is
8 o'clock in the morning is the meet on a Sunday. Like, no, you man's gonna wake up 8 o'clock.
Don't have energy for that.
They don't drink all the Hennessy on Saturday night at the club, So they're definitely not waking up. So to go, even me too, yo. When I had to go to those meets, I was pissed off, yo. I was so grumpy in the morning. I had to go wake up
so early because
because you have to wash your car before, and so if your car is dirty, sometimes half the time my car is dirty.
yeah.
And so you wake up like 7 o'clock and you gotta wash car, bro. Not fun at all. Not fun at all. But when you get there and you see the type of cars that are there, and
You see why you have to like.
and
do those
you
things,
see the
like-
type of cars and you see how people are like, park up your car and you admire somebody's build. You see the cars, you see, well, it looks good. Oh, he has this wheels, that wheels. Okay, sick. Nice combo color, this and that, and that's it.
Just to see what people put into.
Yeah,
it,
it's different. You go see
thing,
some
crap.
people's builds and stuff, but like then you go to like the other ones, it's like hooligan shit. People are doing burnouts.
Like, they really don't care too much about the car when
They don't care about the car. Two, they didn't care about like the people's property.
They just want to show off.
They want to show off. They want to show like, look what I can do.
Yeah.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is. You can't fight up, man. You fight up and you get stressed. And you get stressed, you get dead quick, yo.
Alright, mamu.
Yeah, relax, man.
Man, relax.
You gotta relax sometimes, you know.
Oh man, we talked about a lot, man. I'm so happy that you guys
Yeah, man.
got to come on this and do this shit, bro.
Any other questions for us for DJing wise? We talked a lot about cars, and I'm the only car man here.
We got the show. We talk about basketball. Our little conversation about that. So, you guys feel like anything you guys want to talk about?
Up to you, bro. If you have any last questions or any questions that you feel you want to ask.
So I would say then. Okay, I'll ask this then. So obviously, you know, you guys got your stuff going on Twitch and stuff. What else do you guys have planned going for the future? And what do you guys are trying to build from where you guys are at right now? Like, what do you have goals, you would say?
I would say future is a little hard to kind of envision right now, just because we don't know what's happening within COVID and whatnot. Obviously, gonna definitely continue with the Twitch until place opens back up.
Yeah.
Just, you know, keep working, doing what I do, try to be the best I could be, work on my craft, and you know, when the world opens back up, I'll be ready. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, same ways, man. Like, the future's kind of hard to picture, but obviously you want to know exactly when things open up, which direction you want to go. You know.
I think that's when you have like an idea. You were saying.
So like I want to start doing like, more parties. Like I never did that actually. I never did an event by myself or anything like that. I always had like a partner or something. So I would like to do like my own party, and something I was scared of doing because like, you know, like what if the party busts and then like, you know.
It's a lot of money.
A lot of money being wasted. You gotta pay DJs, you gotta pay venue and flyer costs and whatnot, CDs and this and that. But I feel like I want to try it. I want to try it and see. I feel like you know, with the right people, it could be successful.
And that's another thing too, is like, because I know Fawaz, when you had yours, of, you know, like it was a great turnout, right? You kept it with people that you wanted to have in the circle to.
Yeah, shout out like Insta. Like, you know, we do soca bashment together. You know, so. Even like to what he was saying, I have never done like a event solely myself. You know what I mean? But yeah, definitely, it's a scary thought. You know, just because a lot of money goes into it, and you don't want to bust, but there is always that chance. You know, but even that bust, you gotta accept it. You know, if it happens,
it's part of it. It's part of it. It's part of it. It's like,
so,
honestly, it makes you respect the game even more.
Yeah,
it makes you want to work even more harder.
Yeah, exactly.
Harder to do that. So
achieve it.
Yeah, man.
So that's definitely like. Whenever the future happens.
Or you're going to be one of your biggest people.
And that's why we go on Twitch, and like Twitch is like right now is the only way to stay relevant as a DJ.
Yep.
So it tells our people that, you know, we're still playing music, we're still DJing out here, we're still like practicing our craft and learning.
You're ready for when that moment comes?
When that moment comes, now when things comes on, like just remember, you know.
Yeah.
I'm here to entertain you.
Yeah.
Come out to me dance.
Be sure to tune in, as both will be DJing Sunday for Jay Rev's birthday
Sunday,
and stuff. You guys talk about what else you guys got going on right now. Give people what they know.
Well, on Twitch, you can find me, obviously, twitch.tv/the Royal Star _. Right now on Twitch, I just got Sunday Soca, and I'm doing that every other Sunday because I just don't want people to get like tired of it. So I do it every other Sunday, and that's from 12 p.m. till about 1-ish, 2-ish.
Vibes.
And yeah, strictly soca, calypso, and that's really all I have going on right now. Just because during the week I'm working, and so make sure you tune in on that.
Sure.
Definitely, yeah, man. Yeah, you can follow me on Twitch too. It's Twitch TV / it's Jay Rev, and that's my handle for all social media. So yeah, man. For now, I'm doing I do a Wednesday show with my boy DJ Doobs. It's called Wicked True Wednesdays. It's from 7. We don't have an ending time, so but what time? Whatever we feel like, let me go. Let me finish now. But yeah, like usually we finish around like 9:30, like 10, 7 around that time. And then on Saturdays I do Islamix hour for Islamix, so we promote Islamix and their great food and whatnot, you know.
Nice.
Yeah, man, we do for 1 hour, and then other than that, just work wise, just business wise, and that's about it.
There you go, man. Thank you guys once again for coming. Big shout out to Rrayzuh, by the way, for doing the video.
Rrayzuh, bro. Rrayzuh laughing corner there.
See his smile up there. I'm gonna get on there too. So I thank you guys again for coming, man. I appreciate you guys. Jay Rev, Royal Star, Rrayzuh. Are we out? All right. Thank you guys.
Peace out, guys.